Hey guys, it's me, Kalinga, and it's time for the bonus round. How many 20s can you roll in 60 seconds in chat? Go! Keep going! Doing great! You'll receive 10 experience per every natural 20 rolled. Keep going. Five seconds. Great job, guys. Now it's time for the show.
In a world where 7 people will play a game like never before. Will they survive? Audio Dungeon.
Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Vinny Pro, Damian Scro, Tom Koza, Brooke Armstrong, Dan Isgro. Guys, thank you to our sponsors and partners, Fantasy Network, Dungeon TV, Phoenix Studios, Norse Foundry, Dungeon Dragons Memes, My D&D, Nerd Asteroid, BattleMap.io, and our brand new sponsors. Want to say thank you to Tabletopia and Festa. Guys, I want to say thank you to our staff, Nick Simone, Percival Fairweather, Todd Heaney, Lee House, Liam Lynch, and Richie Holzhauer. Guys, today's episode is Season 2, Episode 9. Today is going to be called Earthsong, and this is going to be a very special episode from the heart. Guys, I'm very excited. We are only 3 episodes away, 9, 10, 11, 12. After this one, it's going to be very exciting. This is the end of the Celestial War. For good or for bad or for the ugly, we don't know what's going to happen. Guys, how you all doing?
Hanging in.
Yep,
I'm very excited by the name of this episode. Aren't you, Brooke?
I am. Yes, I'm very curious.
Yes. It's going to be great. Yes. Yes. Guys, please like this video. Guys, they might need some likes today. 30 likes gets us to the +2 enhancement bonus to all rolls, and it gets them to allow to use all those amazing enhancements from you guys and re-rolls. So 30 likes gets it up top, and it's going to be great if you get there. It's going to be very helpful. Guys, we have a lot of things going on today. Thank you to everybody who's joining us in chat right now. Sir Andrew, Richard, Carla, Chico, Teresa, what's going on? Douglas, welcome. Joshua, and I'm going back real far. Yes, welcome, guys. So yes, so today we're gonna play Riddles in the Dark. We're gonna play our tabletop game. If you're not familiar, we do tabletop every single Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you like tabletop, like, follow, subscribe, and exclamation point notify if you're on Facebook to put into chat. Every time we go live, you'll be notified. Guys, without further ado, let's go into our first game today, and it is called.
What's it called?
What's it called?
What's it called, you wonder?
Here it comes.
Did you forget?
Hey, Dave.
I'm working with a new system. We're gonna find things, and now I found it.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tom Koza, and welcome to Riddles in the Dark. If this is the first time that you're watching Riddles in the Dark, or if you haven't watched in a while, here's a quick review of how the rules work. So, in a little bit, I'll be reading a story with a mystery and fantasy element, and then I'll ask a question at the end of that story. That's the title of the riddle. You're going to answer the question. you and the other players in the Audio Dungeon crew. Now, they're going to ask me questions to get hints on how to answer that riddle. I'm going to answer those questions directly. You will be typing your questions, make them yes or no questions, into chat. Tony will read them out, or we can see them now with our fancy new setup right on the screen. So let us get into tonight's riddle, which is called Rush Hour Boom, which surely wasn't influenced by the fact that I had to drive into work today. So anyway, tonight's riddle, Rush Hour Boom. The metropolis of Lene was one of the 7 great cities of the world, and Artney had never seen its like before. Though there were plenty of travelers coming into the city on foot, threadbare cloaks covering their soiled clothes, Artney was aware of how his undersized pony looked in comparison to the grand carriages and the large farmer wagons pulled by teams. He suddenly was aware of people, more than he had ever seen in one place, all around him. It was dizzying, and he felt pressed in on all sides as the buildings to his side kept closer to the great road that he was on, and higher as well. He was in such a state of daze by the immensity of the city that he barely noticed the explosion behind him. The riddle: why was Artney in Lene? And how did the explosion ruin his plans? So we'll have 10 minutes to guess that riddle. And again, you guys can get hints on how to answer that riddle by asking me yes or no questions. All right, so let's begin.
Did Artney cause the explosion?
No.
Was he there for a trade convention?
No.
Okay. Was he there to meet with friends?
You mean like trading cards or something, or like
No, like some sort of gathering of people who all have the same interest.
No, he wasn't. And Douglas Kramer, I see, did he set the explosives? The answer to that is also no. He did not set the explosives.
Okay, that was from Doug. Charles Morrison was looking for a bathroom that was blown up.
Charles Morrison. Charles. No.
Douglas Kramer, was he charmed?
He was not charmed.
Richard Wild is shocked at the amazing Matrix moves that Vinny Pro just did while you were doing that riddle. Vincent was doing Matrix moves in that back alley of that deli he hangs out at.
Comedy club.
I too know kung fu.
I'm just going live behind your deli, okay? Okay, thanks.
I gotta pick up a sandwich for later in the show when I'm hungry. I mean, it's like, what,
Who's
4 hours
robbing?
long, I got some food in my gut.
Jaws and pickles. Oh my god.
Guys, if you need to see the riddle while we talk about delis, you can read it right here.
This is a delaying tactic to try and come up with some ideas. I saw a question in there before the riddle came up about was it a nuclear blast? And the answer is no.
Was he just traveling through the city?
No, he was not just traveling through the city.
He was going there.
He was traveling to the city.
Two. Oh, okay.
Was he going to meet family members?
No.
Did he come to the city to cause destruction?
No.
Was he there on a business deal?
No, he wasn't there on a business deal.
Brian wants to know, was he looking for work?
No, he wasn't looking for work.
Was he a thief, says Richard.
He was.
Ah.
Andrew wonders, was he an ambassador sent to that city?
No, he was not.
Josh, did he pull his own finger?
Good.
Was he trying to steal money?
Was he trying to steal money? Yeah.
Was he trying to steal something from the place that exploded?
No.
Whoever did set the explosives, were they trying to steal the same thing that Artney was trying to steal?
Yes.
Oh, nice question.
Wow.
Very nice.
Doug wants to know: was he trying to prevent the explosion?
He was not.
What
Excellent
was,
question from Chico. Was it Arky Finn's fault?
Very
So,
likely.
Solid question.
It's a good.
Solid question right there.
Aw.
Yeah, I don't know. Somehow, yes.
Andrew's
Were
got a
there-
question. Yeah.
Was he a half orc? Yes.
Yeah, she was a half orc. It's very important.
Awesome.
The
Were
explosion would
there,
cause security to increase across the city. Derek says. Do you
That's
agree?
probably true. Yeah.
were
Was
there
go ahead, Brooke. Sorry.
were there tolls to enter the city?
No.
Was Artney trying to steal money?
Yes.
Was he also trying to steal an object
Um.
or objects?
He. I would say yes and no to that.
25 experience points.
Hey! Hey.
Charles wants to know: was the explosion an distraction?
Yes, I'm going to say yes.
Was he stealing? Oh, did someone else beat him to it? From Doug.
No.
What
Was he stealing from a bank?
No.
was?
Yeah, dude.
Go ahead.
Good.
Go ahead.
Richard, was what he was trying to steal blown up?
No.
And one more. Was he beaten to the punch by another group robbing the same place?
No.
Were the
Was-
whoever set the explosion? Were they with him? Were they working with him?
Did whoever set the explosion was the person who set the explosion working with him? Yes.
With Artney. Okay.
That was the question I was going to ask, Dan.
Oh, very good.
Were they trying to
All right.
steal something with money in it? Like, let's say a safe with money in it.
I would say it is irrelevant what exactly they were trying to steal to what you need to figure out. You know why he was there. He was there to steal something. That's half of the answer. And you have to find out how the explosion ruined his plans.
Oh.
Did the explosion melt the coin, melt the money, or destroy the
No.
money?
Nope, nope, nope.
This is a repeat question. What was the answer to this one? Was the explosion a distraction?
I'm going to say yes. It was a distraction. That's what was.
Okay. Did the explosion block their escape route?
No. And I see in chat there's a question here. Was the explosion set off too early? And again, I'm going to say yes and no to that one.
Did the explosion cause the item that they were going to steal to be unrecoverable?
No.
Good one, Andrew.
Did the
Yeah.
explosion kill him? From
That's a good
Andrew.
one.
Yes.
Oh yeah!
Oh, he got it?
All right. That's the answer. Yeah. You guys got it. Congratulations.
Nice.
So
Nice job, Andrew.
Yeah. So, real brief. Artie was part of a thieves guild, and the explosion was meant to be a distraction to allow him and members of the guild to slip unnoticed in certain areas of town, to play a part in a synchronized heist in 2 days' time. Unfortunately, Artney didn't account for traffic or for his gawking ways, and was way too close to the gate when the explosion went off. Not only was he not near his appointed hiding place, he was nowhere near out of shrapnel range. He died when a large block of what used to be the South Gate landed on him and his loyal, if undersized, pony. Sorry to
Nice.
Artney, but congratulations to everybody playing tonight's game because you guys got it right. Which is means I just have to make next week's harder, I guess. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Without further delay, let's play some tabletop.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tom. That was amazing. As always. Guys, please like this video if you haven't done so already. We're up to 15 likes right now. We get to 30, and that means that these people get +2 enhancement bonuses, and they get to live and not die. So that's always a good thing. Guys, we're going to play tabletop. This is our epically amazing story. It's been going on for a long time now. Celestial War. We are in the chapter that is called Iron Kingdom. It is season 2, episode 9, Earthsong. And if you know, you know. So we hope that you guys enjoy this episode and sit back, relax, and get ready for some fun tabletop. Without further ado,
In the world of Daria, heroes are born and will come together to save everything.
good evening and welcome to the Celestial War, the Iron Kingdom. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew. And today, our episode is called Earthsong. If you've been watching, you know that the heroes are in an interesting kind of place. Brooke is already breathing in sighs and all the good air around her to prepare herself for what is to come. Pick some berries from the forest behind you. Vinny, grab some provolone from the deli and
I gotta run around the corner. I'm on the side of it, so
yeah, I know. Well, you're right. It's just right around that in there, and then you maybe
the...
The healing lights, the healing orbs.
Yes, that's right, guys. We last left off. Everyone is in the ego realm of Dragano the Immortal. We are only episodes away from the dramatic conclusion of the Celestial War, and I'm very excited because I don't know what's going to happen either. I think I know, but I don't know. So I'm very curious and I'm excited. You guys defeated the fire elemental last time. You now have 2 orbs that have the earth elemental's power within them, and you have 1 orb that is in the from the fire elemental from his power. And you have yet to go to the water elemental, the water temple, and you have yet to go to the elemental of wind, that temple as well. When we last left off, Abyssia went to save Bludgy, reached into the pit in this giant stadium-sized underground cave, and grabbed Bludgy, and Bludgy who was in water, and when she grabbed him, the water went down dramatically, and they went down into which I actually said this out loud, but the layer of the fire elemental. So they go flying down there, and the fire elemental climbed out, and the rest of you guys had to fight it. So that was rough. But Hogar stepped up, and Hogar pulled out some badass ranger guardian abilities and took down the fire elemental with some amazing rolls. I have not seen a 100 on a D100 since.
Check the files.
Check my files. So it's been a long time. We ended that episode with Hogar turning into Captain Andaria, which is all the powers of Andaria, and then leaping up and then going down, finding there's actually a door there, and bashing through the door, and a large explosion. And that is where we ended. But I'm curious, what happened to Abyssia? What happened to Bludgy? They were down there for quite some time. Perhaps we will go deeper into the story.
What? Okay.
Abyssia,
Yes.
you reached out and you grabbed a desperate hand from Bludgy. The water level all of a sudden went down dramatically fast. The suction, him inside the water, everything just ripped you guys down. As you go down, you are immediately passed by a fire elemental. The heat is like being in the middle of an explosion. You immediately feel like you're going to pass out and get burned just by him passing you, both of you. You're tumbling down. The water falls, and you're tumbling down into darkness, nothing. You see fire in different ways for a second. You're about to go unconscious completely. All of a sudden, you hit water. The water is not refreshing. It's just heat. It's boiling.
Oh.
You feel as if you cross a line between life and death. You're unsure about Bludgy. You're still thinking. Time passes. All of a sudden, you come out of the water. But something is different. When you fell to the water, you went down and you went down, and you were starting to remember that you had moments of traveling that direction. But all of a sudden, you come up from the underneath and somehow right side up. You come out and look around, and nothing feels right. Everything is strange. And you're just looking around, and around you is just black. And around you here is just like this red water. Looks like, why did I come on this episode today?
You know, I'm just. Hold on, I gotta make a support call. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay.
You like to call a friend? You want to pull the audience?
To call my doctor. Okay.
Douglas thinks I'm evil. Let's pull the audience.
Yeah, we don't have to pull them.
Wow, guys.
Yeah. That's right, Charles. That's what I was thinking. Elemental areas are connected with that water. Underneath. Sadly, I understand. Aw. He has just misunderstood Richard.
Yes.
50% of him is 49% of him is misunderstood. You're right.
As long as you get the majority. You come up and you're crawling on the land, and it's just barren rock, which we've seen a lot of in this season. And you're just making your way around, and again, it's just pure darkness. You don't see Bludgy at this point. What do you want to do?
I don't see him. I don't hear him.
No,
Nothing.
nobody. You're literally in the nothing.
Darkness. Okay. Do I still have my arrows and my bow and arrows?
Yes, you have everything.
Okay. So I take my bow and arrow and I launch one that makes the dome, the fire dome,
Okay.
to see if that creates any kind of light so I could see.
You fire it up. It goes around. For a second, you see a larger area, but it's just darkness everywhere.
It's just like a dark cavern, nowhere, nothing else. Okay.
I wouldn't even say it's a cavern. It's just black in every direction.
Like a void.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Okay. I try to imagine Bludgy being here with me. See if I can make him appear.
Okay. All of a sudden, you see a light off to one of the sides. And you see Bludgy. And Bludgy's walking along.
I yell to him, Bludgy! Is he like really far from me or?
He's not far. You can get there in 20 seconds of running.
Okay. Bludgy!
Do you actually run over there?
I'm calling him.
You're just calling him. You're
Yeah.
calling him. There's no response.
He doesn't seem to see me
No.
because it's just the dark. Okay, but I see him. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so I imagine if I see that, then I imagine shit. Can I imagine myself to be back with everyone else? Can I imagine for all of us to be standing,
Together.
yeah, like around the crystal?
Okay. As you see Bludgy, you start to think of all your friends and imagine them to be together, like you just said. All of a sudden, as if someone is like painting in the scenario, the world around you, you see Bludgy is walking around Smithy's Tavern. He's on the outside, and he's coming down, and you see him just walking along, and you see the tavern kind of forming in front of you. And all of a sudden, you walk in, and you see all of your friends sitting at the table. Vin, you are Thistle right now. You see everyone is in the Smithy's Tavern, and they're all sitting around. This isn't how it was in the beginning. This is how it went. This isn't during the occupation. It wasn't one of the first days. You're performing in a tavern. You feel like you're on soon.
Are you? When is this?
What do you mean? When is this? It's now.
No.
You're supposed to be up there playing music soon. I mean, how are me and you gonna eat if you don't?
No, you don't understand, Hogar.
No, I'm pretty sure I understand. If you don't play, we don't eat.
Good day, everybody. Good old Bludgy is here.
Bludgy!
How's it going today?
It's great
Hope
to
you have
see
a good
you.
night tonight.
Me too.
Let's make a good amount of coin, eh?
No.
No, yes.
Wait. No. This isn't.
Okay,
This isn't
I'm gonna
real.
go get an ale.
Bye.
Who's the tavern
Bludgy.
owner at this point?
Smithy.
It is Smithy, right?
Smithy. Okay. All right.
Smithy, get her something cold. I think she's like feverish or something.
Sure, right away.
I go over to Thistle, and I grab him, I hug him.
I pickpocket her.
I open it up for him.
Take 25 experience points.
I open it up for him.
Play Thistle for 2 minutes. Already pickpocket somebody.
Oh, you bastard. Okay. And I hug him, and I tell everyone, enjoy the night, gang. And then I just say, I walk outside of the tavern. This isn't real.
You turn around, and before you start to walk towards the front door, and all of a sudden, all of the voices go away. And you hear
All
one.
the voices in the tavern go away?
All the sounds of the tavern go
Okay.
away, and the
Okay.
tavern is definitely quiet enough where it shocks you. You look in to see what happened, and you
Okay.
see sitting on the table. Hello, Ben. Is this man?
It's Vinny Pro eating a sandwich.
You see, you go into the alley and you see.
I was gonna say it's perfect.
He eats the sandwich. Okay. You turn around, and you see sitting at the table is Esmeralda.
Oh,
Come over. I will give you a reading, my dear. It's been a long time.
it's been a very long time, Esmeralda. Okay.
I'm so happy you remember me.
You were correct with everything you said.
Yes, I remember something about a clock, yes? And you were very worried about surviving the night.
Yes. I was. It all, I made it kind of past that night, but I didn't a couple of other times. All of your predictions came true.
Ah, very good. I will give you a reading now if you wish.
Sure.
She takes your hand.
Well,
What do you see?
I see your life is at an end. We are here.
What do you mean? Now? This is the end?
There's nothing past this point. It's this. It's now. The darkness.
That's it. This can't be it.
I'm sorry, that's all I see. You can ask me a question, perhaps.
Where we are now. Is this within the darkness? How are we here?
We are in the madness. Well, you are in the madness.
Where are you?
Possibly nowhere.
So, how did you appear to me? How do I? Is it
I'm not
madness?
sure, but if you have a question about your future or something else about you, I can answer that.
My future? Yeah. What is my future? Will I be? So you're saying I'm ceasing to be right now? My death. This is it.
There's nothing past this.
Will I be reborn into someone else? Will I have a second chance?
I can't say. I just, with my power, my beliefs, I cannot see past now. This is it.
What's happened to Dragano?
Dragano has swallowed the world. The world is done. The world clinged on to small parts. Dragano was taken over a long time ago, but no one has known.
What of my friends?
They are within Dragano, as are you. As is everyone. And Daria is but a imprisoned entity inside. Sort of like yourself.
Okay. Do you see a way out?
Out to where?
Do you see a future where Andaria is no longer encased within?
I can only see your future, my dear.
Do you see anything then?
I cannot tell you anything about that anymore than what I have told you. I see nothing past this moment.
Okay. Thank you, Esmeralda.
I am sorry. I have such sad news for you. I wish it would have been better.
I'm just curious as to how you found me here. I know it's in the madness and all, but
There are many that are already in the madness, my dear. And unfortunately, this is probably where we will stay. Trapped between the physical world and the powers of an immortal being. Those that cannot cope with life and death. Or those that simply cannot understand or are not willing to understand the difference between an immortal and a simple mortal being, I suppose. We are in between the madness.
but we are. There has to be something. We're still existing within his consciousness. We're still alive in some sense. Isn't that true?
Yes. That is true.
So, because you can't see beyond this point doesn't mean that it wouldn't be.
I don't know what's beyond this point.
Did you know I would be here? Or again, just the madness?
I did not.
Okay.
I'm going to go now, my dear. I wish you luck.
Thank you, Esmeralda. You as well.
You say thank you. You go to she goes to grab your hand, and all of a sudden you're sitting in a chair by yourself. There's nothing else. You, a chair, and the black.
I pull the lever from the ceiling and the bucket of water comes down.
Flash
and then
down.
I toss my head back. Yeah. Okay.
All of a sudden you see a light again, and you see it's Bludgy. And Bludgy just standing there. Kind of sad. Probably about 50 feet away.
Can I walk over to him?
Yeah.
I walk over to him.
You walk over to him, and as you get over there, you see reality is kind of shifting. All of a sudden, Bludgy is young. He's a kid. And you see him outside. He's standing with his brother. And they're looking at a boat. And the boat is a boat that you remember. It was a ship that your father was captaining on. All of a sudden, you see yourself, younger, walking off the plank, coming ashore with all your siblings. And you see your father is kind of waving goodbye. Two of the men you remember as being Raven's men. And your father is basically saying that it's oh, don't worry, I'll see you soon. Make sure you keep everyone safe, Abyssia. Make your way back straight to home. You remember this moment as it's tied in to the other moment that you remember that had come up in the story a long time ago. You see Bludgy looking, and Bludgy and his brother is kind of just smiling, laughing, and Bludgy seems to be very sad about it. Bludgy turns around, just like walks away. His brother kind of stays and like runs off to play with some friends and such.
I'm just viewing this moment, right? Or am I actually like,
You're viewing the moment, it seems.
and I see myself.
You saw yourself as a younger version,
I
yeah.
saw myself. Okay.
Yeah.
So I follow, can I follow Little Bludgy? Little Bludge?
Yeah. Bludgy
Okay.
makes his way back to a home. You're realizing now that Bludgy, which you kind of knew, but maybe never thought about it, Bludgy lived in Forestport before it was called Ravensclaw, in the same place. Bludgy goes to his home, and his mother's there, and the mother is looked like she's been like beaten up pretty badly, but not like it happened now, like it must have been happened before. And he pulls some like food out from his pockets, and he gives it to his mom. And he's talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, you're a good boy, Bludgy. Thank you. You don't have to keep doing this. Go out and play." So he kind of talks to her, and he's kind of sad. He goes, "I'm not gonna let Dad do that to you again. I'm staying here." You see him, he runs to the kitchen, and he pulls out a knife, and he just sits down. She sits down with him, and she tries to console him. She's like, "Bludgy, you can't protect me. And you're only going to make it worse. Don't put yourself in the middle of something that you can't stop." He says nothing. He sits there. The sun goes down rapidly. Night comes up. You hear like men joking and laughing and such. And the door bursts open, and you see it's Raven. And Raven's clearly drunk. And he goes, "Whoa, why isn't dinner on the table? Looks like everyone is unprepared." You see Bludgy stands up with the knife. "Whoa, look at here. Good old Bludgy's going to save the day." And Bludgy attacks him with the knife and tries to hit him. I'm going to roll for it. He misses. Raven's unsuccessful to the back. Oh, 19. So Bludgy stabs Raven. Raven goes to grab him, just ends up blocking him, and Bludgy kind of kneels down and jams the knife into his side. And Raven gets hurt, and Bludgy just runs off. And he goes, "If you come back here, I'm gonna kill you." Bludgy runs off. Bludgy runs and fades into the darkness.
Can I follow? Oh, I can't follow him anymore. I can't see
He's
him.
gone before you can even think about it.
Oh, God. Okay.
Brooke, I'm gonna let you relax a little bit.
Okay.
Guys, I'm gonna bring you back in right now. Some of you, you guys, Hogar, we're gonna go to you right now. You last week you flew down into the chamber that was in the fire elemental, and everything just exploded. You break through the door, and you go into some kind of area, and it's again this large. It looks like you're in the layer of what perhaps a fire elemental was, and there's actually boiling water everywhere. But you are in a state where you can kind of withstand almost anything right now. You know, so you just kind of just go in. As you go down there, the explosion and the energy around you ricochets out in all directions, pretty much like a 360. This is good, as I mentioned, protects you. But also what happens above you is quite different. The energy and the explosion go up towards the crystal and outward to everywhere. The crystal that is propelled and in the air above goes like comes crashing down behind you. This giant sized crystal, red crystal. When it comes down, the crystal catches up to your energy and makes like a sonic wave of pretty much all kinds of light out in all directions. Sit tight. You guys are you're gonna fit in here. You guys are waiting. This is only moments after Hogar goes in to the fire elemental's lair or whatever, looking for Abyssia, and you're just waiting. And he goes in, and it's a moment of like, oh wow, this is amazing. He's going down. Actually, Vin, you're still not there. You're still back in the middle,
me
right?
and Scroll went back to.
That's right.
Space.
Okay, I'm gonna take you guys out here for a second. Okay. Just you, buddy. So you see it. All of a sudden, the crystal, the energy comes up. The crystal gets unhinged by some sort of floating, whatever it was doing, falls in, and your first thought is like, "Oh no." Now, here's an aside note for everyone. What now happens in this episode is brought to you by Evan Moniz. Evan Moniz, torturing AD&D players since like 2 years ago. Evan had Evan's one of our Patreon members, for those who don't know, and Evan had an ability to blow up a volcano. So last week he was very excited and wanted to use it, and I said, "When do you want me to use it?" And he said, "If you could use it next time or this time, that would be great." I said, "Sure, Evan, if that's what you want, I'll use it." I said, "It's probably going to kill everybody." And he says, "Okay." So he saved his volcano. So I have transformed the volcano into what you see here. And now I give you Evan's evil Patreon gift. The red crystal falls to the ground. Immediately, this large explosion goes out, and everything quicker than you can react up to your point. But I won't say quicker to react because I will give you a round. Coming up near you is just falling into this hole. You have 1 round to react. You're muted.
I cast fly, which I still have the ability to do.
You cast fly, you float up, and you see that the suction that is happening is not just on the ground, but everywhere. And you're drawn into the center. Sit tight. You guys are in a temple in the center of this realm. The one temple in the center, and all the other temples, obviously, all around different directions. You see, all of a sudden, out of the fire temple, it's almost like a black hole is emanating from there and just coming out more and more and more. It's like being on the shore of a tsunami, and you're not really sure which way you would go. You have 1 round to react.
What do you mean by black hole? Like, he just
a void, a black void.
It's almost like it's just getting larger and larger, and you see everything is just collapsing, and it's coming right towards you like a wave. But the wave is 360.
Is it Earth like coming up at us? Is it like, or is it just blackness?
It's all those things.
I hold on to something. If it's like coming that quick, where like we have like 1 round, that's it. I'm gonna hold on to like the nearest pillar or platform or steps or anything.
I will prepare to go. Can I actually do it? Hold on a second. I just need to see if I have enough points. I'm trying to find the line.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the benefit of letting Damien go first, and then
I tried to put my other hand on Relic too.
Smart move. If you had a good idea, is good, and if this step is strong, this is good. Maybe I'll get a leg on this step over here. Okay, so you hold on, Damien. That's your round. Vin, you have 6 seconds to actually give me the action.
I don't know how to help us. We're in are we in a bubble, right? Like we're in a bubble that Wexel has. I'm just trying to understand this scenario.
Is it a trance in the middle trying to hold it together, and you see as you're looking around, you see him opening his eyes, And Wexel looks concerned.
I
You have to act now. 3, 2, 1.
I will put up
You're
what's
out.
it called? The shield. The arcane shield that I have
Too
around
late.
us.
Too late. All of a sudden, everything overtakes you. Relic, we'll see you in 1 second.
Hey, buddy.
Latorius, you are you're standing somewhere, and you're in a place of all just like blackness. You're looking around.
Do I feel anything? Because I was holding things a second ago.
You were, not anymore.
Okay.
You're looking around, trying to just like see where you are, and all of a sudden you see like mountainscape. You're back at home, and you see there's a graveyard all around you. You don't remember coming here, walking here, but here you are. Your entire family is in the graveyard, dead, has been buried.
Oh, man. That's terrible. That's awful. Does it look? I don't know. Does it look like it's been here a while? These graves, or like?
Yes.
Okay. Not that helps much. You know what? I'll just yell out like, why are you showing this to me? Why? Why do I need to see this? This is awful.
You say that, and all of a sudden you see a figure walking in, probably from about 100 feet away or so.
Who is that? Who goes there?
The figure walks up to you, and you realize this figure is Dragano. He's wearing armor. His eyes are glowing. And he just walks up to you, like looking you like directly in the eyes.
Yeah, is he carrying a weapon?
What do you want to do?
Is he carrying a weapon? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Tony?
Sorry, I lost all you. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I do. Sorry.
Is he carrying a weapon?
He does have a weapon in his hand. It looks like some sort of mace.
Okay. And he's walking towards me. Does he look like he's being aggressive? Does he look like?
It looks like he's coming to kill you.
Okay. Do I have a weapon on me?
No.
Okay then. So that's how it's gonna be. We're gonna come here and strike down me unarmed amongst my family's graveyard. Really? That's what this is. That's what it's come to. Is that your wish? Is that gonna help you get everything that you want? Huh?
He stops about 15 feet in front of you, and you realize he's about 10 feet tall. And just looking at you. Bow down to me. I'll give you your life back.
That's just ridiculous. That's not happening. That's not happening. You want to try to kill me? Go ahead, but that's not happening. And I try to start thinking of just positive things. Like, this is such a dark place, and he's so evil that I start just to try to counteract that. I think of all my favorite heroes. I think of Vandaria, and I think of like the old. I think of the Dwarven King, and I think of like all of my inspirations from my whole life of travel and adventure, and my moral centers and all that. And I just like kind of try to fortify myself, like that. with positivity, just super strong. Just
Okay. You start thinking about the things. All of a sudden, you see everything kind of disappear. Sit tight. Relic. You're standing in the arcane city, near the crystal furnace, and you're in the moment where you're about to break it.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
First thing I do is I want to like look at myself. I want to see if it's me that went into the crystal, or if it's like me at that point in time.
It's you at that point in time. Except this time, you see standing behind you as you start looking at yourself, looking around, is at that age and that time, Findelar.
Do I mean, obviously, I think I remember everything that happened, like before showing up here, right? Like I knew I was where I was.
You know this isn't how it happened from your
Okay.
memory.
Relic. What are
Why
you doing?
here?
Why am I here? I'm the leader of the city. The shield is all that's protecting us. Why are you here?
I look around to see if there's anybody else here, just me and him.
Just the two of you. You're underground. You're right next to the crystal furnace. The lift is nearby. The ledge is all the way down near the other area.
Relic.
I like that.
What were you planning to do?
Doesn't matter what I was planning to do. The question is, why are you here? Because you were not here when I did what I did.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I'm not sure Tony knows if he's MIA or not.
He just wants to drama. He wants drama to build.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. New program and all,
Relic. I don't know what you're exactly speaking of, but know that Solst is under my protection. I am the leader of the city. There's no way I would allow anything to create such devastating harm to it.
Well, if you were the real Findelar, then you would know that this doesn't even exist anymore. That your city is burning rubble, overrun by vampires.
Is it?
Oh, it is. I can assure you that.
And where am I in this vampire-infested, burning rubble?
At this time, me and you are both in Dragano's ego realm.
So you're trying to tell me that you, in your mind, have already destroyed the shield generator, destroyed the city that we call home, destroyed everything that we hold dear, and yet somehow you and I are working together to fight a creature I've already defeated. That is your story.
I turn
Calm
around and
down.
I look around and I go, this is seriously the best course of action you will take against me? You won't even face me yourself? You send illusions after me?
Relic, I am facing you myself. I'm here. I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to resort to violence. If you feel the need to lash out, you can lash out at me. But the city, it's full of innocents. Why would you put them all in harm's way?
Nobody in this city is innocent. That's why I did what I did.
Come now. That's not true, and you know it. Sure, the city is filled with people who, I don't know, aren't necessarily upright paladins of moral fortitude. It's also filled with children. It's also filled with people who have no say in the crime and politics and evil that has run this city for generations. We're trying to build something new here. You're supposed to be a part of that.
That's why you work with the necromancers to keep them here instead of getting them out. That's why you work with a vampire who you plan with.
What are you talking about?
Your friend. I'm completely drawing a blank on his name right now. Oh my god. What the hell's his name, Tom? Help me here. I'm drawing a complete blank on the guy's name.
Mr. Bardot?
Arcanum.
Yes, but thank you.
All right.
That's why you work with Bardot, who's a vampire. Because everybody here is innocent, right?
So, you feel that because I have done things which you find morally offensive, that every person in the city deserves to die. That's your wise, learned decision from all your days of life.
It doesn't matter
That
what
because
I think now. What I did then is done and over with.
you really believe you're
Hold up. You disappear, Tom. See you in a second. I just sitting there. All of a sudden, you're in a moment after you jumped into the body of the Dark Majesty.
Okay.
This is sometime after. And the Dark Majesty is walking around you. Crystalborn, you are now linked to me. Is that what you wanted?
I did not want to be linked to you. I wanted to stop you.
You want your freedom. Yes. From the cruel city that tortured me. They torture you.
They torture everybody there.
Yes. And you want to be free. Yes.
We've had this discussion already. Why must we relive this?
Because we made a bargain a long time ago.
Yes, we did. And you died. And I
Inside you,
survived.
you feel the crystal kind of glowing.
And I've been free of you for years.
Have you?
Yes, I
You
have.
see, you entangled your soul with me. But I have great aspirations as well. And I entangled my soul with you. He disappears. I'll see you in a second. You're walking around, and you are. Your last thought was, "Where was Bludgy? What is he doing?" And now you're kind of just walking aimlessly in the dark, realizing you don't know where to go, which way to walk.
Okay. I
Patreon
I
reroll for the
want-
highest bidder coming from Douglas Kramer. Everyone roll.
It's bitter.
The highest roll.
I got an 8.
2.
Yep. 17.
Oh, happy me. 18.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Okay. So knowing now that we're all existing, we're all definitely within Dragano, I close my eyes and I try to contact Andaria. I try to speak to her, see if she can hear me, ask if she's okay or what her state is, where she is.
All of a sudden, in the darkness, you see something appear. And it looks like growth. Vines. Branches, bramble. You start walking towards it, and you see trees that start appearing within the darkness. Not even connected to the ground, just trees. It feels exactly like the Elven Forest. And laying on the ground, you see is Andaria.
Okay.
And she looks like she's barely clinging to life.
Andaria. I'm sorry.
It's over. We have lost.
It's not over.
having the power to continue.
It's not over. Don't be sorry. Can I grab her? Can I touch her? Is she like...
You can. She is physical, yeah.
Okay. I hold on to her.
You can feel her,
And-
like, her body is, like, running out of life.
Okay. I hold
tried to
her.
hold on for you and all your friends to come, but I cannot.
Hold on. Just 1 minute more. Hold on.
Roll D20. For roll a 1, she dies instantly.
What? Okay, well, I have a couple of rerolls, though. 17. Plus a 2, because we got 30, so that's 19. Okay.
Next time.
So
we'll
hold
roll
on to
D20.
her. As I'm holding her, I have 8 points left in my will to use Earthsong, which is 5 points. Right? So, plus, I'm going to amp that up with... Can I amp that up with my talent in a power, or...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So I'm going to use inner power. Take that away. I have...
Say here you can.
Okay.
This is where you are.
Okay. So now I grab her, I hold her, and I use my Earth Song. I'm going to sing Freedom by George Michael. Okay?
Go ahead.
So I grab her, and I sing... I whisper in her ear, and I say, hold on. We got you. And I sing... Freedom! 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 And then I'm not going to sing the other part because that's the only line I want. So... And I imagine us being free of Dragano. Her being freed from Dragano.
You sing the notes, and you literally see the notes poof, in the air, and like these gold, like notes, just flying in the air, and you see like her just like trying to hold on. You can feel how like she's almost like split into so many different directions. And all of a sudden, you see Relic appear. Relic, you see Abyssia standing around Andaria. Exactly how it was described. You can both now roleplay.
Relic! Come quick.
You found her.
I found her. She's not going to last long. What can we do?
Allow
Yep.
me to help. And all of a sudden, you see Relic kind of like lose control of himself. The crystal lights up like red, and red light goes flying out of him, and about 20 feet away forms the full being of the Dark Majesty. Finally, I've waited long enough in this miserable crystal ball, and now I will kill Andaria.
Do I still have the orbs?
Yes.
As soon as I see him, I will use the Earth orb that I've been siphoning power out of, and I'll hit him with a firestorm.
Okay. Roll combat.
I'm gonna re-roll that. That was low. You know what I'm going to actually use? I know what I'm going to use. I'm sorry. I'm not going to use the re-roll. I'm going to use my advantage power re-roll I have.
Ooh.
Yes! Power reroll! Yes!
So that is... $21, 23... 23.
You hit him with the fire, and you see he goes. You see the fire doesn't even penetrate him.
What about
He takes the fire from your hands.
What about the holy energy that's associated with it from absorbing Scrow's axe?
Okay. You see deflected. Some of the radiant energy comes around and like hits him. It seems to hurt him. How much damage did you roll?
I didn't roll any because you didn't.
Okay, so don't worry about it. I'll take care of it here. So he takes damage. You see like almost streaks of like blood on his face. He takes the fire and he throws it to Andaria, and you see the fire hits the area around Brooke and Andaria, and you can do damage, but deal damage to Brooke and Andaria with your fire.
Oh, that's good.
12, 13. I'm glad I didn't say I was going to roll one die and multiply it. Where else is it? 13, that's 17, 21, 23, 25, 28, 32, 36.
Okay.
36 damage to Andaria. You see Andaria is literally on fire, and you see her skin is just like, kind of just like turning burnt and like black. And you're now, Brooke, I'm gonna let you reroll for her. A 1 through a 3 kills Andaria forever.
On a 20?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Jeez. 7.
See, she's like this, and she starts coughing up blood. And she looks pretty bad. Finally, you see him looking around. He is kind of pacing. He's like with the light, the fact that she's hurt and everything else. He's like, finally. How long have I waited for this? You see him look around, and he goes. He puts his hands out, and you see almost like bits of light from him go out all directions, and all of a sudden, you see Findalar appear and Botorius appear, and all of them immediately are caught by this light. And he's just drawing everybody in. Everybody's stats go to 0. All stats, unless
Tony.
you roll a natural 20.
Tony, I wanna cast Steel Magic on him.
Is this a bonus action somehow?
It is he targeting me as well with this?
Yes.
Then yes, it's anything that he casts on me will absorb into me instead.
What column is still magic on?
Will.
And did you use will last round?
I did not. I used combat last round.
Okay. Okay, make a roll. Everybody else roll 1d20.
Come on.
You're muted, Tom. I couldn't hear you.
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
What was it? What do we have to make? I rolled an 18, but what do we have? Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20 stops this from happening.
Oh, I'm gonna reroll.
No, that's what you want. You want to stop it from happening.
Yeah, you want a
And she
natural
didn't.
20.
I didn't get a natural. Well, I didn't get a natural 20. I got an 18.
Oh, I thought you said you got a natural 20. I'm sorry.
No, with the
I
two
was like,
from
when did you
the
roll it?
with the 2 from the shares, I would have a 20, but I didn't get a natural 20, so I'm gonna reroll. Okay.
Yeah.
19. I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony. I got the spell confused. It's keep magic. It's called. I used the wrong one. It's keep magic under survival. And it's one spell targeting you is negated and can be used later. So
Okay,
it's survival.
so
It's a survival roll instead.
So it's going to be a counter survival roll. You're going to roll it. I'm going to roll it.
It's it actually takes all of my survival column. Does that
Okay.
make a difference?
Well, it's still an off roll with him, but you could stop rolling because I rolled natural 20.
Reroll that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
you can do.
Reroll that. Reroll that ish.
I rolled another natural 20.
Reroll that ish.
Oh,
2 natural 20s in a row.
wow.
Come on.
Quarren 20.
Well, I'm gonna
Quarren
roll
20.
mine. Maybe I'll get lucky and roll a 20.
Wait. Can't you reroll it again?
No,
No,
You
don't
rolled
do it.
twice.
Maybe I can roll a 20. Hold on, let's see.
That's it.
I'm gonna re-roll mine.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I rolled an 11 twice.
Oh,
Try to do
no.
it. You see
Hey,
Vinny
Mark.
kind of like trying to use his channel ability, trying to fight back, and all of a sudden it just reverses back into relic, and everyone is just leeching everyone. As he's doing that, he's like, whatever power you have, you don't deserve. You don't understand it, but I do. And he throws the power into Andaria, and you see her just like this. Brooke, roll 1d20. 1 through 8 kills Andaria.
17. 19 with the plus the 2.
And Daria looks over to you. You're still holding her, and Daria just looks over to you, and she's like, "You did your best. You and your friends." She looks at them. They're a little farther away. Only they can't. You guys can kind of hear a little bit, but not really. But you're also in pain right now, and you're not really in a state to do that.
Stick together. Fight it.
Finally, you see he takes everything. Everyone falls to the ground. You have nothing left. You're like basically at the equivalent of being at like 0 HP, where you're between unconsciousness. You're in a helpless state.
All of us.
Yes.
I stand up. Can I stand up?
No.
I throw up. Can I throw up?
Yes.
Okay. I throw up.
If you roll a nat 20, you throw up into Andaria on her face.
No, I am not.
No.
Doing
Actually, if you
that.
roll a 1, that's what happens. Now roll. I compel you to roll. The power of DM
An
compels you.
8.
Dim. Reroll.
You want
No,
to
no.
burn one?
No, I'm not going to burn a reroll for that. No.
And everybody started getting sick.
yeah. Stand by me. Yeah. It's a little cheesy, but
All the
it'll do.
all the
Hold on.
all our stats are at 0. You said right?
Everything's a 0, yeah. Combat
At
included.
0.
All of a sudden, you see Andaria like open her eyes. She's like, "Why do I feel my own power?" And she like looks over, and all of a sudden, you see light coming, like a train coming at you, more and more. And the train comes up, and it's like rainbow-colored light. And you see Captain Andaria coming in.
Hogar!
What do you want to do, Dan?
I'm flying through.
You're flying through the air. For you, none of this has ever stopped. You just broke through. You went through the water. You kept going. You broke into darkness. You're just like, I'm just going forward. And you just come across this.
I want to take my sword out of my back, hold it forward, and corkscrew through the air right into the Dark Majesty.
Roll.
Okay. +2?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. 24.
Not good enough.
All right, I'll re-roll. One more.
Come on.
Are you adding any bonuses for being Captain Andaria?
The bonuses I get for Captain Andaria is ×3 damage.
Okay.
I rolled a 27.
No, I'll tell you what though. You're pretty close, and you're also flying in. So I'm gonna give you a charge bonus.
Okay.
And also, there should be some sort of bonus for the attack. So I'm gonna award you the hit because you're close, and I feel like you would have it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a just hit. You need to hit him with 30.
Ooh.
So you come forward, find out. You nail him. What was your attack? You said a corkscrew?
Yes.
Oh, you're flying like this?
I'm flying, and yeah, I spin like this with my sword out in front of me.
Okay, so you come in, you hit him. You go through him and impale him. He gets knocked down to the ground. And you see him like grabbing his chest, and he's bleeding. You fly past, or you stop right there.
I want to fly past him and come back for another attack, for another pass.
So he stands up, is like grabbing his chest. And you see him, he goes like this, and you see a red sword appears in his arm. And he goes, and he goes, and he throws the sword at you. 25.
Ooh.
If it's a hit, it's 1d100 damage.
Oh my god.
Reroll that, Tony.
I didn't roll yet. Re-roll it, whatever it is, just re-roll.
Wait, you 25 was your attack, right?
Yeah.
Yes, if I hit, I'm saying.
You hit me by 1. I'm trying to see if I can find a way to up my block. Yeesh. Ay. All right. I'll use active block to increase my block by 2, so it's blocked.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, cinder block. So this is going to half the damage, which will help you.
Yes.
57. Keep it a reroll.
Half of 57?
Yes. 25 still.
I'll keep that. That's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry, not 25. 28, right?
Okay.
It's 28. 24. Why is it? No, it's not.
27 one. Where's that one?
86, 28.
28, yeah.
Then saying 24.
Didn't you say 50? Did you say
Need help,
57.
Captain Math. Captain Math.
Did
This
you
is
say
amazing.
57?
Yeah.
Yes.
6, 3, 23 and a half, ain't it?
Oh, I figured
No,
round
it's
up.
40.
No?
23.5.
Hey, Google, what's 57 divided by 2?
57 divided by
28.
28.5.
28.
Oh, damn, you're right.
That's why I'm the GM, because I can do math. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Vin. Thanks for dropping in.
It was flashing the 4 sign. I was like, 4?
Got it.
Okay, so you're taking that damage. So he throws a sword at you. What do you want to do?
I'll charge him again.
Go for it.
Yeah. 25. I'll re-roll it. They're rolling better than this.
So you can take a +5 while being in Daria for attack.
Okay. This is 31.
31's a hit. You come back in, slice him again. Damage.
Yeah. 33 damage.
You cut him up again. He's hurt. He does the same thing. Fires a blade in. That's a miss. So you said 24 was your hits. That's a miss on you.
Nice.
You go.
Yeah. Reroll, no good. Oh my god! I rolled a 2 and then a 3.
Oh my god.
You come by. This time, as you come by, he like stands to the side and goes to cut you across like a kill move.
Oh shit.
27.
That's a hit.
Damage is 72.
Reroll that 72.
Oh, I got worse. 91.
Oh
my god.
45 is a half if you can half it. Otherwise, 91 damage.
Are you
He cuts
sure
you across the whole body. It doesn't like slice you in two. Obviously, you're not dead, but it's pretty bad. After he cuts you, you hit the ground hard and like crash.
Oh man. How much damage was that?
91.
Oh, okay. My attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Another 3. I'll reroll it. Oh my god! No, it's 25. No good. I'm rolling all low single digits here. This is not good.
23 is the attack. Actually, I'm gonna give him a reroll. 26. Oh, I rolled a 0. This could be 100. Nope, it's a 2. 2 damage.
All right. I needed that. All right. Here we go. Oh! Natural 1. I'll re-roll that. A 2.
A 2. Oh, wow.
This is bad. This is bad.
I just rolled a critical for him.
Re-roll the critical.
That.
We have a heal in the bank, you guys. Just a reminder. We have a lion's healing, right?
You do have a lion's healing. It's
Yeah.
at 68. This is in the 30s, which I know is a hit on you. Damage is low though. 18.
Okay, very good. Okay.
You go.
God. All right, here we go. Big numbers. Big numbers. Big whammy. Big whammy. All right, there we go. That's 37.
37. That's a hit. Yeah. That's a hit.
Okay. Roll damage.
Tom, roll d20 for me, please.
That's 36 damage.
A 9.
Okay. Tom, if Dan achieves a natural 20, or if you roll a natural 20 every round, something special will happen.
Either of us. Is it? You mean natural 20 on my attack, or is this a separate roll?
Any roll that you have to roll, you roll natural 20. Is good.
Okay.
Who's going right now?
You're up.
Aren't you going?
Me?
Hello?
Tony. Dark Majesty.
Oh, okay.
I just hit him for 36 damage, though.
Oh, I didn't get that. Okay, got it now.
Okay.
I'm 31. 36 damage.
Re-roll the attack.
Okay. 22, miss.
All right. Okay. Here we go. All right, that's a hit. And the damage is 36.
36 again, got it.
I need a crit.
2.
All right.
Plus it's a miss. Tom, you can keep rolling every round.
I'm getting a for Captain Andari getting a +5.
Yes.
Can I reroll?
You could reroll if you want to use them. Yeah.
I'll use one this time.
I'll reroll.
You can use rerolls for any ones you rolled already. If you rolled 1 or 2, I don't know.
Nope. 19. I'm out for this round. I'll burn one. I'll burn another one for my first one. No. All right. Nothing yet.
2 misses.
He attacks you again. Is a 32. Rerolling me or keeping it?
I'll keep it.
Here comes damage. 24.
Okay.
We could be seeing a death here.
All right, here we go.
Right next round, everybody can roll.
That's another hit. Another 36 damage.
That's odd to keep rolling the same number.
Yeah, I keep rolling.
He attacks you 27. That's a hit.
Reroll.
Okay. That was a good call because it was 60 something damage. This one, I rolled a 6. That's a miss.
Nice. All right.
All right, come on.
Next round, you guys roll.
Natural 20. There it is.
You see, Hogar is standing there and like fighting it off, and you see some of the energy goes out, and all of a sudden, Tom, the ring in your finger lights up, and you open your eyes, and all of a sudden, you're empowered. You go to all full stats, and you rise up into Captain Andaria.
Oh, it is on like Donkey Kong.
All right, now,
Yeah, baby.
Tom is back to full stats.
Yes. You go back to full stats as well.
Yes. All right.
He's like, eh?
I'm rolling damage here now. I may, depending on how high I may reroll this.
If you guys roll another natural 20, you'll get another gift.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dan is doing 3 times damage, Derek. Yes.
3 times damage, and I also get a crit times 4, so this is times 12. I rolled a 10, so it's 120 damage.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you debate.
Here you go. Death save,
That's how
Dan.
you debate.
You're gonna roll a death save for him.
Hold a sec. Let me take some.
This is your superpower. Roll that 1, Dan.
Come on, Dan.
I'm curious though. I'm gonna ask Brooke and Tom. I rolled on 3d6 damage. I rolled a 3, 3, 4 for a 10. Should I keep that or should I re-roll it?
Keep it. It's higher than 50%.
Okay.
Yeah, keep it.
Okay. So if I roll a 1 here, it's over?
He dies instantly. Yes.
I can do this. I
You
can
can
roll
do
a 1
this.
here, guys.
You can do this, Dan.
Here we go. 9.
I can do
Reroll,
this. He
reroll,
really uses
reroll.
the power of his 1. I can
Reroll.
do this, guys. I
Here
was
we go.
made for this.
Reroll, there you go.
Now, 18.
Oh, shit.
He does not die.
All right. Nice try.
Tom, you want to act?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna stand between him and Andaria, and I am going to hit him. I'm going to hit him with a storm of electricity. Before I do that, I just want to double check. Dan, you're still doing you're not standing in like face-to-face combat. You're still doing your your pass through, right? Yeah. All right, good. So I'm going to hit him with a storm of electricity. Okay. So it will be a attack of. Let's see. I'm going to make that a.
Richard gives his Patreon reroll to Tom.
Oh, thank you. I will need that because I burned a bunch of them. That would
Reroll
be
for Tom, Dan, and Brooke.
Oh,
What?
Thank you.
32.
Thank you,
And
Todd.
it's an area of effect. It's a 32 attack. And then it just does 10d6 electric damage.
Nice.
Okay, that is a hit.
Okay.
Tony, am I able to mimic him, or I can't do anything?
You have the energy?
I do. I have 7 in combat. It would be mimicking.
Okay. All right.
Your
It's-
stat
it's
went to 0.
My stat just went to 0.
Your stat
Oh
before
yeah,
was 0.
right, yeah.
All right.
No.
I'm going to use inner power on this, and I'm going to magnify my damage, and that will be 90 damage electricity.
Damien and Vin both rolled d20. Let me know who rolls the highest. Just raise your hand. And how much damage is that, Tom?
90.
I got a 9.
6.
Okay, so Damien, every round starting now, you can roll a d20. If you roll a natural 20, something nice will happen.
Okay.
I'll leave everybody in at this point.
All of us can roll now, or no?
No,
Okay.
just Damien.
Should I roll
All right.
right for this round currently?
No, first the bad guys gotta go. So you roll into attack. Danny staying on you with a 22. It's a miss.
A miss.
Okay.
You guys are up. Damien, that means you can roll. And Dan and Tom, you can attack.
I got a 12.
All right.
Tony, I got a quick question. When he threw his sword before, is it like laying on the floor, or is it like
No,
recoiling
it's kind
back
of like
from-
he manifested it through it and it's gone.
Okay.
You want to collect the swords and start pulling them in?
Well, I was actually gonna give it to Scro to use, but that's besides the point.
Gift wrapped and like with a bow.
I got you this.
Are we rolling for Charles's reroll? I got a 7.
Oh, Charles gave I didn't see it.
It was the
I'm
closest to
gonna-
10, right?
I'm gonna re-roll my attack first.
What is
5.
it?
Oh Jesus!
I rolled a 10.
Rolled a
Oh,
5.
close to 10. I
Oh,
guess you got-
is that what you? That's what he was talking about?
The closest to 10 on a roll gets my reroll. That's what he said.
I rolled a 10.
There you go. All right.
So you got it. You won the weird one.
I definitely did.
Thank you,
Okay,
Richard.
so Damien, you rolled this round?
I did. I got a 12.
All right.
Just so you know, Andrew, they're not fighting Dragano. They're fighting. Who are they fighting, guys? Who are you fighting, guys?
Dark Majesty.
Dark Majesty.
Fighting Dark Majesty.
How many times do I have to kill this guy?
His first cousin.
You remember when you killed him? You killed him as he was doing stuff, with
Yeah.
Dragano.
I
Two
know.
days ago.
I know.
And then
I should have put this in an envelope because I anticipated that he was in Vinny, that he corrupted Vinny. Not that he was going to come back out, but he had corrupted Vinny. Should have written it in an envelope. All right, I'm going to attack this guy instead of complaining about myself. It's not a 20, but it's a hit.
Plus
all
the
right.
2s, Tom.
No, it's a hit anyway. I'm not worried about that.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Dan,
not a
you rolled your
natural.
attack as well if you didn't yet.
I missed.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to hit him again with electricity, and this is going to do the same thing. I'm going to use inner power again. So
Danny attacks you 25.
5.
I will use active block to raise my block by 2.
Okay, so the hit goes through.
All right.
22 damage, half to 11.
Oh, nice.
This is 70 damage this time. 7-0.
70 damage. Tom, you can
Okay.
roll a death save for him.
All right.
Come on.
Oh my god, get this one.
14.
Reroll, Tom,
Okay.
please.
No. 19. Okay.
Okay.
right.
So that was his attack. This is next round. Damien, you can roll. Dan and Tom, you can attack again.
Can I use a reroll on these rolls or not?
Reroll.
Yeah. You can.
I'm gonna reroll.
And since you rolled one or two other ones that you didn't know, you can re-roll those if you wish.
Yeah, I'll do the one from last round as well.
Okay.
Jesus.
Nope.
14, 26.
Need you reroll, Dan?
I already did. This is bad. I'm rolling low single digits a lot.
Okay.
Okay, so
Alright.
Dan's missing. Tom, how you doing?
That is, I need a 30 to hit him, right?
Yes.
18 plus. Okay, that's a 30 even. This is my arcane blade. I create an attack with an arcane blade. It's 10d6 damage. All right, and can I use my inner power to magnify that? Because I'm creating a. I don't know if that works in
Yeah.
this particular.
You can.
Alright, then I will
Sure
do
you
that. All right.
How bad does he look?
All right, and that is 60 damage. 6-0.
Decent. 60 damage?
Yeah.
So decent on its way to a lot. Got it. Next round, he attacks. Danny staying with you. It's a miss. I'm going to give him a reroll because I'm a mean guy. And a natural 20 was on my reroll.
Oh no! Wait,
You can't,
does that
you
count
can't
for?
reroll me because I just rerolled it.
Does that help us? Does that natural 20 count for us?
No. I wish it did.
No.
Oh, shh.
It is, well, you're going to like this. I rolled a 4,
Yay!
which I'm going to reroll.
Ah!
Damien, could you take away 4 rerolls for me, please?
Sure.
It wasn't much better. 31 to then as double to 62.
Guys, I think we might need to use the healing. I don't know if I can
Use
take
it.
one more hit.
Use it.
If we use it, do all of our stats go up or no?
Sure,
No.
hit points.
Just hit points.
68 damage,
All
so.
the points.
I mean, 68 health you get back.
Use it.
68.
Whoever calls for it rolls it.
Yeah, you use it. You want to use it?
Yeah, let's use it.
Yeah, go. Go ahead, roll it, Dan.
Don't you actually have? Do you have 2 of them or just 1? I think 1. I think you were gonna have 2, and you guys show something else. Yes, you have 1.
One. You got one left.
All right, so what am I just rolling? 68 here?
Just roll D8 times by 6.
Oh boy. Okay. 7.
Yes.
Nice.
Now, Dan, you can keep that, or you can roll again. If you roll an 8, I'll count it as a natural 20.
Oh.
No.
You're the devil.
You're the devil.
You're the devil, you know. Here's some chocolate.
Okay, so you guys are going. What's happening?
All right.
Damien, did you roll twice or once?
I gotta do that right now, actually, for this turn.
I'm
Oh,
gonna-
natural.
going to attack him again. No, but I'm going to use a reroll. Come on, big money. It's a hit, but not the 20 I want. Okay. $30 damage. 3-0.
Got it. Dan, you're missing? Your misses?
No, I hit. I'm trying to see if I could increase my range multiply, my critical range at all.
It's deadly, isn't it?
No, that's max damage on a certain number of hit die.
In that version that you're playing, you might not be able to raise a critical anymore.
Okay. All right, so that's a hit, and he will take. I'm gonna re-roll damage.
Okay. I'm going to do his next attack while you're doing that. He's attacking back. Danny, stay sticking with you. This is a miss. This is a 24. I'm going to give him a re-roll. Damien, if you could take it off, please.
Yep, here we go.
And it got worse. No hit.
All right. I hit him for 33 damage.
Got it.
Nope, 11 and a 14.
You guys have done 666 damage. 666.
What does he have? 1,000 hit points?
You're the devil.
Hey, you're the devil, you know.
What'd you say?
1,000 hit points?
Oh, I don't know.
That would be telling.
I'm only the game master. I don't
That
know.
would. What number am I? Who is him? What number is he? That would be 10.
Oh man.
Tarag, welcome to stream. We are fighting the Dark Majesty, a vicious, treacherous, and murderous, powerful evil being that has hidden his soul in a crystal born and now has unveiled it near the end of the entire campaign. Okay, so who's going right now? What's happening?
I'm going.
Damien, you can roll for this round.
All right, here we go. Nope. Try again. Roll.
Wow, they just are coming.
Signs of the times.
And Vinny's online. He's second in line.
40 damage. 40
Nice.
days.
Got it. Dan?
I hit him. Is this a new round?
It is.
Okay. That's a hit. 4.
The vicious hack and slash and flying swords and magic back and forth.
That's it.
Two Captain Andarias. We never had two Captain Andarias, right? This is it.
I'm going to
This
say
is
something.
endgame material that I don't know what is.
It's a little freaky.
36
Next
damage.
episode, 3 Captain Andarias. I love that one. Let me write that down.
36 damage, Tony.
Got it.
I'm going to tell you guys something. You're not going to like it. 2 Captain Ender.
Captain Andarias. All right.
2 Captain.
Okay. I'm not thinking fourth dimensionally. I'm going to do something cool in my next round.
Okay. He's attacking. Dan, he's with you. This is a miss. I'm doing a reroll.
Don't do a reroll.
And I rolled lower again. 10 to a 9. He missed.
All right.
You guys are up. Damien, you can roll. Dan
right.
and Tom, you can attack. Okay. That's a 1.
All right.
That's a 1.
Oh.
All right.
Hang on.
While Damien finds his other die, I'm going to cast Time Ally, and I'm going to make 1d4 copies of myself. It's like a kind of a Doctor Strange thing,
Yep.
and they're going to do everything that I do for the rest of the spell. All the
This
spells
is a
that I do,
powerful
they're going to do the same thing. Yeah, burning years, baby, burning years.
Tom puts his hands up, casts a spell, and poof, he turns into 4 copies of himself, and they merely mirror all his actions.
Awesome.
That's right, baby.
It's one of those moments where I want to see the movie. You want the movie. Why don't you go to there?
I want to go to there.
27 damage, Tony.
27 damage. Got it.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Vin, you can start rolling d20s every round. Since there's a lot of Captain and Daring all over you, it's all over you, man. Like it's on your face, it's in your hair, it's around you, it's in the air.
You're swimming in it, baby.
Okay, you guys can go. Everybody roll your d20s.
Here we go.
All right.
Here we go. Here we go.
All right. Good. Can't hit that 20, man. I'm casting I'm casting Lightning Storm again, and this is going to be 4 times the
4.
damage. Right?
Go ahead.
Nice.
I'm sorry, times 5, because there's 4 copies of me doing it.
Plus yourself.
Right.
Yeah. Dice. 7 times 5 is 35, times 5 is 170. Wait, let me make sure I'm doing that right. 35 times 5. Yeah, 175. 175 damage.
That save.
Yeah, baby. That's a... No. I thought it was a 1, but it's an old dice. 6. Sorry. Gotta use the other die next time.
It's a...
I thought it was for a second. I was like, yeah! Oh, no, it's not. Very old die.
He's hurt.
Oh,
Pretty
boy.
bad.
Tower turn, right?
Yeah.
Come on, I need a crit. I need a crit like I never
Forget
did.
about your plus 2.
Is this the
Yeah.
next round, Tony? Or is it the same round? The list track.
I gotta re-roll that.
Is he
I
like
have
a
to-
slightly
I have to-
dim
I have to attack.
memory?
Okay.
I'm just waiting on Dan's finishing up.
Miss.
Missing? Roll the 6. I'm re-rolling. Another re-roll. I'm burning through.
Okay.
This is a 25 on the nose.
Reroll it.
Dan,
On the nose.
re-rolling.
Reroll.
Oh, no, I re-rolled it already.
I'll use active block again to block it.
61 damage. You're lowering it down to 30.
Good call.
And now you guys go. Everybody can roll.
All right.
Oh.
Brooke, you can roll as well.
Oh,
Nope.
dang.
Critical!
Is it a 20?
No, 19.
Oh, okay. All right, still. All right, do it,
I'm
man.
gonna reroll. 4.
So close.
Nice try, Scro. You'll get there eventually.
Richard Wild wants to give his roll. I'll accept someone to take his roll for 3 re-rolls.
It's going to cost us 3 rerolls to get 1 right now.
To get a natural 20.
Wait.
Done.
What
Done.
20? I'll burn
Done.
3 rolls for
Yeah, I'll
that.
burn 3
No.
too.
Richard, do you have a natural 20?
It's a natural.
It's a natural 20.
So,
Yeah.
Richard,
Brooke,
you know it's
Brooke,
a natural 20.
Damien and Vinny roll and see who gets it. Well, actually, I'm sorry. You burned them? Damien, you burned it?
I'll do it. Sold.
Oh, okay, yeah. Give it to Damien.
Okay. Damien, you all of a sudden, you see the energy. It comes over to you, and all of a sudden you feel it. It soups up. You stand up, and you guys look at Damien. For the first time ever, you see
Shut up.
a living, immortal Dwarven Defender light up, all rainbow, and all of a sudden, the axe appears in your hand.
Oh man.
Damien,
do
you can
this,
take your
baby.
round.
Okay.
So I hit her
3, Captain Andarius. I told you. I wrote it down, and look, here it is.
with 3, Captain. All right. I'm gonna roll my damage on my crit, but I'm gonna use deadly, and I'm gonna use I'm gonna do max damage on 3 damage dice on my 3d6. So my damage will be an 18, and I multiply that by times 3 for Captain Andaria and times 4 for crit. So that's 18 times 12. That's 216 damage to the Dark Majesty.
That save.
What do I need? A 30 to hit him?
19.
Yeah.
Yes. Guys in chat right now, I will allow everyone in chat to roll. You can roll one time only. Todd, let me know if anyone rolls an natural 20. If you do, somebody can buy it for 3 rerolls.
Split his wig. Charles says. Love it.
Gotta go and get the wig split.
I love it.
Score, you're gonna go. You're attacking this
Get
round.
your muffin cap pulled
Yeah,
back.
actually, I just got I had to use a reroll. Scored a 36 on the hit, and just give me a second. I'll let you know
Dang.
damage wise. Okay, so. Okay.
Tensions.
Okay, so I can't see the rolls on this system, Todd. I can't see the rolls. Like I can see that they're rolling. So let me know if we score natural 20s. Damage, guys. I have Dan's, but I'm waiting for Tom and for Damien.
45.
Nice.
45. Got it.
All right. I'm getting to the point where I need to roll pretty high to hit him now. No. Let's burn a reroll. No hits this round.
Okay. Dan's coming after you. This is a hit. It is 32.
Reroll it.
Miss.
Yes.
You guys are up. Vin, you can roll. Brooke, you can roll for natural 20s. Everyone else attack.
Oh, there it is.
You got it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Some of the energy hits
Stop
relic.
it.
Relic,
Stop
the crystal inside of you turns a rainbow. You stand up and you're just like glowing all the energy.
What the hell is it?
You see the dark magic. He like looks over and Lily's like sweating.
Got another one.
Sweat and blood. Sweat and blood.
He's
I
like,
never thought there would be 4 Captain Andaris.
The first thing I do, I get the orb. I get the orb, and I use healing element directly on what's the face?
Andaria.
On Andaria, yeah.
Oh.
And I channel the rest of the orb, the Earth orb, into Andaria.
Take 100 experience points.
What?
Wow.
I will answer your action with one word. Correct.
You're welcome.
He turns around. You see the energy fly into Andaria. It means she gets up. She empowers and stands up. She hits him with energy, and she does 1d10,000 energy. Everybody roll 1d10,000. And the highest person roll will do that amount of damage. And the person who does it, I will award you 500 experience points.
It ain't me.
1D.
Roll 4 times. 4d10. Oh, Vin's doing math again. It's 24, Vin.
No, I was trying to figure out the order of the die roll, and it's
I know it's crazy because you have to roll one to
1150.
remember it, and then roll the second one.
It's 1150. I was making sure I was doing it right.
That's good.
Yeah.
I rolled 6,410.
I rolled 8,592.
Wait, I'm not doing this. Right, hold on.
Roll 1d10
Yeah.
and roll
what
it
number
4
do you get?
times.
To get 10,000, you have to roll zeros
Oh,
every
I see.
time.
Hold on.
Otherwise, your first number is whatever 1,000.
Oh shit. 5,577.
Okay, so
556.
8,000. The number is 8,592. She blasts him. He literally just like takes the hit and explodes in all sorts of light. She unleashes all of her energy, and she kind of stands there, and she like looks weak again. But you see that she's glowing again. She kneels down, opens up her arms, and you see the energy flow out from her into you guys. You're all healed at full. Anyone who's not energy that wasn't at full, you're back, and you feel like you just had the best rest. You see her do the same thing again, kind of reach out. And you see like she's trying to like manifest something, and all of a sudden, like, you're standing in the central temple. And you see her kind of like just trying to hold on to that. And all of a sudden, you see her like point to the orbs you guys have around you. And you see Wexel appear. All of a sudden, you see Bludgy appear. And so she gets on the ground. You see like everything she's doing is like just like draining her energy. She points to the orb, and then to the next orb. And you see the orb filled up with wind, and the other one with water. The earth one's already filled. The fire one you have. And then she goes to the last orb, and you see she's kind of like shaking. And the orb fills up with like the rainbow energy. This is everything I have left. And I fear this is the end for me. You fought bravely. And I am proud I got to see the journey that you all went on. And I'm sorry I cannot see it any further. But I feel happy that I believe you will do it. You only need to step through the portal.
We will do it. We will do it for you. Thank you.
Abyssia,
Yes.
I have a different quest for you.
Anything.
I've lived a long time. And I've sacrificed much. And I've reached the end. And I need someone to take my place. I wish it to be you. I wish for you to heal this planet back to what it was. It takes love, it takes passion, it takes true heart. And I cannot think of anyone more deserving of this. But it is a great responsibility. You literally would be the world connecting to each mortal of this planet, if you accept.
I would not be who I am if I did not. Anything for you, Andaria.
She puts out her hand to you. You see her like all her energy just like comes up and goes into her body, into her arm, into her hand, into you. And you turn into what you feel like Andaria. And you can feel the entire planet. And you feel like the entire planet is trapped inside of Dragano. You feel like you're being surrounded by him and you're ready to burst out. And you also can feel every mortal stuck in this ego and you have so much power inside of you, and you're connected to them, that you know the second that Dragano is stopped and defeated, you got everybody. And you're ready to rebuild it and reform it back into place. It just seems like it could be that easy. Oh, you look at her, and you see as she turns back to, I guess, something else, and she looks exactly like an angel from where your mother is from. She kind of just like sits down and like leans against the post in the temple. Close her eyes. And she dies.
I go and hold her in my arms, just holding her.
Abyssia, are you... What? Are you Andaria now? What happened?
I've taken her place. I feel everything. I'm connected to it all. Every mortal, every immortal. We can do this. We can rebuild. We can make everything anew. We get through the portal, defeat Dragano. Once and for all.
You see Wexel woke up. So, this is pretty much near the end of what I was told is going to happen. And Abyssia, I'm pretty sure you can't go through. Daria's form was to stay safe. And I'm afraid that I won't be going through either. But I want you to know, guys, that not to add more goodbyes to the situation, but I'm sorry I feel like I'm responsible for all this. I started it with my magic, and I think it's right that it ends with my magic helping out.
What do you...
You see, he puts his hand up. You see the orbs go up in a circle with all of them. The last element of this is wild magic, chaos. He throws up energy into it, just draining himself into like the center of it. And you see the portal start to spin. As he's doing it, he's trying to like hold it up. And you see like he falls to a knee, keeps it going, falls to two knees, and then the portal opens at the last second, like almost like a Stargate. And you see him just like get drained, and like he just falls to the ground dead.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit. Tony, am I able to like blast anything through the portal?
You can do anything you want if you feel like you want to use your power right now, but I have to document every time you use your power.
Is Bludgy here with us?
Bludgy's yeah, he's just kind of quiet watching everything.
Okay.
All right. Look, I go over to Wexel, to his body, I guess, and I don't know. I say a prayer to Endar over him, I guess. Just all right.
Something tells me we don't have long on this portal, so we got to get moving now.
I agree. Let us go, and let us kill what is on the other side.
Can I shine anything into there? Like would it aid them in any way? How could I?
You're trying to just say you shine stuff with there's no focus or idea of what you're trying to do. You're like, I just shine something. You gotta give me a thing.
Can I give some of them Can I give them some of my power? Each of them, like Andaria
If you
did
wish.
to us.
What percentage of your power? Just so you know, you will have to make a roll in the future to bring back the planet. And every percent of power you use will lower your percentage. How much percent do you want to give to them?
Do I give it to each of them and then they divide it?
Well, you know they're not going to divide themselves. They can't do that. You can just choose what you do.
And I know this. I feel this. I feel like I have to retain some of the power, or
You know that you can tell that it's going to take a lot of your power to do this, and every percent point you give away is going to make you fall short.
While she's thinking about it, I step through the portal.
I'm gonna give them.
As do I.
Okay. So
No
then
goodbyes from them. They just walk through.
No. Okay. Guess not. All right. Bye, guys.
I guess I have to go too.
Can I give them 5% of my power? All of
Well,
them.
there's only 2 people. There's only three people left.
All right, then I give it to whoever's left. 5% of my power.
Okay, who you guys want it? Hogar and Vittori, should you take it and receive it or no?
No, I don't want.
Yeah, I guess so.
I take.
Bludgy's there too. Just
Yeah, Bludgy gets 5% also.
wait. She's not giving
they're
away.
They're each.
No, she's giving up 5%.
5% total.
Yeah, so like everyone's getting a point.
Just make it a round number, please. Make it a number I can divide.
6.
Four. There's four. There's. Oh,
If it's 3 people, so
There's
if you do 6.
all right, 6. 6 of them. Yeah, 6.
Okay, just write down somewhere in your sheet that you have 94% of your power left, and you soup them up. Hogar and Botorius, you both feel the power kind of like hitting you. Tom, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
And you guys just like seeing it affect you, and you see. Now remember, this is 2%. Sounds like you got like a little boost. No, you got 2% of an immortal. Because Book is now Andaria, and now he's immortal. Botorius, you grow by 20 feet. Hogar, you do the same thing. You're growing with an Andarian light. Your weapons grow, everything grows on you. And you see Bludgy is gets the same kind of light again, and both of his hands become like long kind of blades. And you can see he kind of gets more nimble, more agile, more quick. And he looks around and he goes up to you, Abyssia. I am sorry I'm sorry that we didn't get along any better, but I'm
No
gonna do what I
apology
can.
needed. I know you will, Bludgy. Thank you. And I hug him.
He hugs you back after a couple seconds.
Yeah. I say.
And he walks in. You see when he walks, he's like the streaks of like the rainbow light following him, and he runs to the. You guys walk into the portal.
Wait. I want to take a bite of this.
Oh God, I'm sorry. God.
I walk up to Abyssia. I say, "Oh, thanks for that, Abyssia. I think I may have to have a few words with Rantor, but I think I may be considering myself a guardian of Abyssia now."
I'd love that, Hogar.
Me too.
Thank you.
And I think Andaria was right. You're the only person who's cut out for this job. Just promise me that when you go, take Andaria and Wexel with you, okay?
Of course.
All right.
I'll have all of you with me.
And we'll have you. Could not have said it better, Hogar.
I love you both very much. You're my family.
As are you.
I will keep you safe.
And we'll keep you safe.
Stay
Love
strong.
you too. It's time to go do this one more time, Bo.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Head through.
Yep, me too.
I walk into the portal.
You guys walk into the portal. Abyssia. You stand there by yourself. You literally feel, like I said, connected to everything. And we now, for this quest, say goodbye to Abyssia. Anything you want to say to the fans?
That this I want to thank you, all of you, so much for being here for my very first quest ever in my whole life, and supporting and loving Abyssia as much as you all have through this whole all of Celestial Wars. It's been an honor, and I had a blast. Even though I cried a lot, it was really a lot of fun. And thank you so much. I love all of you, and see you on the other side. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, boys. I love you guys.
Guys, that's going to do it for today. That is the end of this episode. Thank you to everybody that joined us today. That was season 2, episode 9, Earthsong. And but don't go anywhere right now, because in about 3 minutes, guys, we are going to talk to these fantastic people, and we're going to unravel this incredible episode. We had 4 or 5 in Captain Indaria's. Incredible. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to the fans. And thank you for all your donations. And thank you for all your rerolls and contributing yourselves, guys. As you can see, it absolutely changes the game every single time. So we appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for Audio Dungeon. We'll see you guys in a few minutes.
A couple minutes later, he's like burst out of it.
Oh, fuck, that makes sense. I want to know what was the gameplay.
So we might see that next episode.
Well, 22 on Monday, it was going to come after that. I know that's all kind of send that.
How much did you end up giving away? Last I heard before I had to step away. But I will say you.
No, more than that. Tony's not that fair. He's not going to make it that easy.
Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon, guys. We just had our last. Sorry, we just had an episode that was kind of amazing, a lot of fun. We've seen multiple Endarias all at the same time. What's going on? I'm Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew. We're also joined by our Patreon fans right now. A lot of them who just watched this episode with us. This episode was season 2 of Celestial War, the Iron Kingdom, episode 9, Earthsong. So I think everybody from the title knew that something was coming. And let's give it over to Tom. How about Tom? Tom, tell us about the name of this episode.
Well, you see, Tony, there comes a time in every man's life where so when I first heard the title Earthsong, obviously, and I made mention of this right when we opened the show, I thought of Brooke and one of the abilities that she's had since it began as a board, where she's able to take a song from Earth and manifest it into Pandaria. So that was where I thought, and obviously that played into this, but also, you know, there's I guess like a different level of that meaning where, you know, Abyssia became our Earth. She, you know, I don't know, sang a song like a song of Solomon, if you will. Like she sang a song of Daria and became her, and that was, I don't know, incredibly affecting to say. So that's my thoughts on the title of Earthsong.
Yeah, you pretty much got it. You know, it all tied together. It's something she's always used. I was very excited about this ending. I had this ending planned for a long time, and it was always in my mind to come to this episode. And I think early today, Dan was asking about the episode, and I was like, oh wow, yeah, today should be a special episode because there's a lot, you know. And it's one of those episodes that was easy to do for me. Sometimes I have episodes where I got to really work it out, and this one I knew how it was coming together. It kind of wrote itself, and it starts, you know, with the madness in the beginning, and it ends with what we just saw right now. So let's start at the end, though. Brooke, how does it feel taking? I chimed in with Esmeralda today, so you got to go back to the beginning to touch the beginning for a second, and then we are at the end where you literally become the planet and immortal. How do you like that huge arc for your character? Brooke, you there? You're muted if you are there. Okay, so
she's having technical difficulties.
Oh, is she? Okay. Okay, so we'll come back to you for a second. Hogar, let's do it from the other side of it. Hogar, I held you off in the beginning. Did you notice that I was keeping you on the sidelines? Did that give you some hope?
Yeah, I noticed.
I think I was like, Dan is like just he probably sees I'm going everywhere around him, but I'm not bringing him in. So, did I make you feel positive or make you feel negative?
No, I knew something was happening, especially at the end when everybody was there.
Right.
Except
how did it feel to come in as Captain Adari at the end?
It was awesome, and I love that I just get to like do hack and slash with Hogar again. Haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, That was a lot. Then that was a lot of hack and slash. That was probably about 10, 12 rounds of battle, maybe more.
Yeah, I loved it.
So that was great. Tom, how did it feel to rejuvenate and possibly your last occurrence of Captain Adaria? I love the fact of it was great to have everyone as Captain Adaria like doing it, but I love the fact of like I felt like it was like to me, because I get excited about it. I felt like it was like the Captain America moment where like he lifts up the hammer. It's like you have two Captain Adarias facing off at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, I was very, very, very excited about it. I have to whatever like this. I don't know how long it's been since the episode has hit me as emotionally as this one has. Like there was a lot of things like even before the end, like the stuff with Captain and Daria really. I don't know. It hit me strong. I feel like I don't know. Just that brief moment before, like earlier in the episode, when Abyssia saw all of us like we were at the beginning. I guess just put the thought in my head about like Findalar and Hogar and like their journey and their separation and all the rest of that stuff. It just felt really good to be fighting like him and I against a bad guy. Like I felt like that was like I don't know. It was like a sense of homecoming to me. So I really appreciated that.
Yeah.
And I've been holding off on trying to use Captain Andaria. I was afraid if I tried to do it, I could that could be the straw that broke Andaria's back. So I was like, Tom was very afraid to do it as well as Findalar being afraid to do it. And it was like putting on the best pair of shoes. It was so great.
And I think that only made it better because if you were trying to use it or whatever and it was working, it only made it better that you saved it, were worried about it, didn't know. And it's kind of like when you're on the floor and you look at the ring starts sparking and you're like, oh shit, we're going to do this.
Exactly.
I love it. Let's hop over to something a little different. Relic. And then Brooke will come back to you, and then we'll go to Damien. Relic, did you have any idea that you might be hiding this a piece of the soul of the Dark Majesty?
I did for a little while, and then I completely forgot about it, to be completely honest.
Yeah, he was in there. It was interesting. I was actually gonna come to you and talk to you about it and see if you wanted to do a turn. But I feel like your whole character is a turn. So then I said I didn't come to you about it. So because it's fun to take a character and see if they want to go against the group like that. But your character is like it kind of lives that story. So I was like, what? This is something that he would do like a plan in the beginning to kind of attach himself to you, and that's like his ability. His whole ability is that he's able to manipulate his soul to different ways, and that was like his last hurrah to make it to the end thing, so that he could steal it from Dragano and make a run for the ultimate power. So that was that. Was it weird for you to? I don't think this really. I know that you don't get affected as other people do, in the kind of story stuff. But how is it to talk to Findalar in the moment of the furnace? Was it nothing? I imagine you're going to say that it didn't affect you because you knew it wasn't real. But was it still like a feeling of being odd in that moment?
Not really. I mean, like that's the reason why I asked, how I looked, and if I still knew, I came directly from inside Dragano, what I mean? If I knew I was there 2 seconds ago,
right?
So I was kind of like, yeah, it's just a mind game. That's kind of like what we're doing here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt like Relic would kind of be like that. Relic's like, okay, this is not real. You're just messing with me, and completely detached from it. So,
yeah.
And it wasn't Dragano, just to be clear for everybody. It wasn't Dragano playing games with you. This is just the dark corners of your own minds because you're in do you remember I keep telling you in the after shows that you guys skip the madness?
Yeah.
So that was one realm that you guys were able to skip. There's a realm you don't want to be in. But with the combination of the exploding of the crystal and coming down, everything else, you guys technically died right now in the game, went into the madness, that that's where Indaria was. And because Dan had it activated as he went into that realm, like he brought Indaria's power back to into a place where Indaria was.
Amazing.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Ah.
That is amazing.
I'm glad you pointed that out. I'm glad because I had no idea.
Yeah, well, take it through what you think happened, or take through the notes. You know, you did the power. You went down. She fell into it. I told Brooke that she crosses a line between life and death. The explosion comes out. All of you die, except you, Dan. That's why that's why everyone was victim at the end. That's why everyone was powerless versus him, because the Dark Majesty was so strong in that kind of state, you know, and he was able to exist, and everyone wasn't able to really do much. They were able to resist, you know, mentally, but you came into the end because you were alive.
Okay, so I survived.
Right, and then as you fought, you gave people their power back because you were giving them the life back from Indaria.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I never would have put together that happened on my own.
Kind of question: what would have happened if Dan had died then? So if the Dark Majesty had killed Dan, would that have meant the others would have just instantly died, or
if Dan would have went down before anyone else got the spark from him, it just kind of would have been over. Yeah.
Ooh, I was close too.
Wow.
There were times that I thought this was the end of the quest. During that, I really thought like there was a chance he was going to crit you, Dan, and that would be it.
That's why I thought that too. That's why I said, this is someone's going to die. I was like, this is it. And it got close, but not close enough.
When we used the healing, I was down to about maybe 11-12% of my hit points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, close. The thing about that healing from 5 sessions ago was clutch.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to Damien. Damien, was your character affected at all by seeing the gravestones?
Yeah, sure. That was a crazy scene. In fact, that was the first scene I thought about after we finished today. That was like a really sort of striking moment, like kind of facing him down in that scene. That was like, it was just you know, just pure evil versus my will in that moment.
Yeah, and you did good. I stopped him because you said you kind of fended him off. You think about the heroes or anything else. You focused on defeating him, and that's what ended that scene.
It felt like the right move, so it was cool.
Yeah, you did a good job. And how do you feel about turning into now your final form, your Super Scroll?
Yeah, this was not expected, but an awesome gift from Abyssia, and I'm excited to see what I can do with it next week.
Yeah, we got to talk about what this is going to mean in terms of like abilities and bonuses and stuff.
Yes, absolutely. I'll give you that. It's gonna be obviously some big hitter. Next week is gonna be a mini game. It's gonna be well, when you fight Dragano, I'm gonna switch my answer. When you fight Dragano, it's going to be a mini game, and it's going to be a mini game that is going to be, obviously, if you lose your life and possibly the quest. If you win, you win it, and it's going to be done in a fun way. So I'm excited for you guys to do that, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
A mini game?
Yeah, it's going to be almost like a mini game. It's almost like, sometimes we do something. I'll say like, okay, if you roll this 3 times, you do this, you get this, and that happens. It's like the natural 20 thing today was like a mini game example of like in the battle. Try to roll the natural 20 and you get to come in. Like it's like a mini game in a sense.
Okay.
So, but this one, the one that's coming up is more like a real one, like a much bigger one. So it should be fun. It should be a fun end battle, and it's going to be 4 keeps. completely dangerous, and it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough because you're going to see there's going to be a huge disadvantage when you guys go into that battle. Let's talk to Brooke. Brooke, you made an arc from the beginning. You talked to Esmeralda, which I was so excited to go back to that. I love the idea of you sitting down with her, and she's her talking to you about the fact that you're like, will I survive the night? And here we are, so many seasons later, and the arc from you being a bard, and Tom did a great job explaining in the beginning. But from you being a bard, the beginning to like spreading love, spreading like music and empowering people, and maybe trying to make the world a little bit better place, to the point where you literally become the planet and take over the mantle of the immortal. How do you feel about that journey?
Oh my god, I am blown away. I am. The journey was everything. I don't even know. I did not expect that at all. But I feel like getting emotional, guys. Shocker. I feel like I really do love everyone so much. It's crazy. It's like even Bludgy, it was like I just kept finding ways as Abyssia, you just keep finding ways to find the good and the redemption and in most of the beings that she had met, and always finding the silver lining in any situation, trying to keep positive, and it carried her. It carried me.
It was great to watch the journey, and I feel like it's the Brooke Armstrongiest ending to your character I could give you. Like, Brooke literally becomes the planet in the end of the story. She's like, yes.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
She has seasons. She has
seasons.
Yeah, no, it was.
Get the hell out of there.
Yeah. It was it was very. I really loved this last season. Just like the mental scape of it all, and trying to figure all that stuff out. Like I was just so, and I still am so enthralled by all the mystery and all the how everything works. Like how you're putting everything together. I love it. I absolutely love it. How just like what you just said about Dan bringing Andaria's, how Dan being the only one that survived and him being able to deliver Andaria's power to her. That's insane. All that stuff. It's just layer upon layer of great DMing, great great world building, and great storytelling. It's amazing.
Thank you. It's a lot of fun. It's fun because I don't really like to play Dungeons and Dragons anymore. I don't like the DM. I only like the DM. And I love watching it key in. And like it's almost like I'm playing a game versus myself. It's like I'm playing chess. And
Yeah.
I love when like it goes through and like I hit like a chime, like, and a Dan coming in, and bringing that the light of Andaria, like what it is to Andaria in like that realm of madness and everything else. He's literally like the ranger because he's a guardian.
Yep.
So like the guardian protected the light, brought it through back to Andaria, and then the bard, who was like the embodiment of like that passion and life and light and such, becomes Andaria. So it's like we're wrapping up the arcs of everyone, and I think it's wonderful. Like, Dan, did you key into the guardian fact there?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure I said something to Abyssia before I went through the portal about being a guardian.
Right. Perfect. Yeah.
And I felt like when I came upon, like when thinking about her and like actually being able to come upon her, like finding her there, that in that moment it was just like, as you said, it feels like the elven forest. You're walking through, you see the trees, you see the plants. Like, as just saying that and knowing that I was going to see her, I didn't expect to feel how I felt,
Right. And you
Oh.
and the long time passed, and I was like, I don't know if this is going to work out because she has to want to see Andaria, and if you don't ask to see Andaria, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And then you use Earthsong, and then I was like, yes, she used Earthsong.
I was like, this title should mean something. What should I do here? But I was trying to think of a good song, before going in.
Yeah,
Possibly.
you sing Freedom, which was great.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So I'm really happy with the way it ending. I'm very happy with this way the season went. This is the first time I did any kind of like landscape like this, like you said, like the mental scape. Like
crazy! I love it. I dig it. I love it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like my favorite times of quest and DMing is I love the first lower levels. I like when it's like you're up above at a tavern and the adventure going down there, and then you go down there and you're facing as thieves and like that. I love that kind of stuff, and I miss doing that kind of stuff. But like we're on a level that's so high that if I go back to like that story there's no way to go back to that kind of story. So you kind of have to start another story,
right?
So it's like, well, if we're up here, I need to do something that respects the level that these characters are on. So like this is the last scape. You got like an outer inner plane scape, mental thing of a god. And it was fun. It was fun the journey from you guys going to the fear all the way up through this one, and it's enjoyable for me to watch it and see how you guys react to it, and I have a blast doing it. I have a blast watching you guys go through it.
Yeah, it was incredible, and watching Relic, with the orbs, that was like holy.
Oh man,
crap, man!
Vinny,
you knocked it out of the park. Holy shit.
This season, Vin, you've been like the MVP, like owning it. You did have your flub taking away Damien's axe, which is a huge problem. But other than that, the channeling thing, like you've been like owning it, and especially Tom too with the chronomancy.
Oh hell yeah!
It's just it was nuts. And I think you're gonna see who shines in this last part as we come up to like the final parts of the story. It's gonna be very interesting. Let's talk about. I'm gonna go to Tom for this one. Tom, let's talk about Bludgy. Bludgy in this episode, you saw what he went through. What are your feelings after watching this episode?
Yeah, and I feel like think about this. Like that's what he went through. He was at a point when he was a child that he stabbed his dad in order to like try and save his mom from like the terrible life they lived in, and he still was like, I guess, so beaten and twisted by life that as an adult he was like trying to like earn his dad's respect. Like this is somebody, who's fundamentally damaged, and I don't want to repeat myself from what we talked about the last time, but like we look at him from our point of view only, but from his point of view, like we are not the good guys, and he didn't really see us do anything particularly heroic before he died. So I think somebody like what Brooke did. We talked about this last time. You asked the question, what can be done? Like what could we do to bring Bludgy like to the side of the angels? Like what can we do to show him that like there's a different path to walk down or whatever, or to like embrace him into our group or have him embrace us? And I think again, just another instance of Brooke showing that she's the right person to be picked. Like giving of herself, giving of her like essential essence as a gift to him to allow him to go forward and be a hero and do these things. I hope that that's it. I feel that that's it. I feel that he like that broke down a barrier within him. Like someone just showed him like unconditional,
right?
Like love, unconditional. Just like, here it is. This is for you. Like, there's no strings attached. I don't want anything in return. Like you've earned this, and like that was like I think that might have did it. I think that might have did it.
And I feel that way. And for me, it's always like I don't want the character to do anything where the character's not really at. And when Dan was trying to communicate with him, it just either wasn't the right timing or it just wasn't responsive to the way that he was coming at him, which we talked about. But I felt like in that moment that like when she just gave him a gift, and he's watching what went down, and he's watching tremendous sacrifice around him. And I think for me, he had a moment, which is why he hugged her back in the end. He was just like, who cares what I think here? Like, this isn't what's important. I'm like, it's almost like someone just set him straight in the right point and said, like, this is about saving the world because it's the right thing to do and because we have to do this. And look what everyone's willing to do for the right thing. And he's like, I can do this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to fail. Like, he's committed for the first time. He's committed walking into that portal.
When he hugged her back, it was like, oh my God.
Yeah, like hug.
It was a lot.
Think about me with the other role play. Bludgy's never hugged anybody in this entire quest.
He's probably not hugged anybody in his adult life. Anybody?
No, no.
Yeah. And especially like seeing what he went through as a boy, it was like.
Yeah, and I had other scenes too planned if you went deeper into it, but it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Just other things showing his life, but I think it was good. Someone else who did you talk about Bludgy? What you guys think about Bludgy's arc to this point? Because he could go forward and die at this point, but like his arc, which I was so happy about, I feel like is in like the complete zone. Maybe something else will happen to make him more complete, but it's reached that line by the change about what Abyssia did. Someone that hasn't commented on him, what do you guys think about Bludgy's journey and this episode?
I also think we got a big part of the story today because, like, to me, the biggest things with Bludgy are like, basically what we know him as, just a guy who's kind of like out for himself, looking out for himself, working for himself. And he killed his father. But we always talk about how the Red Knight called him a coward and how much that seemed to affect him. And now, like, we get an idea of the life that he had when he was a kid. So we get an idea of like why he's looking out for himself. But on top of that, like, you get the impression that like there is a little bit of like a hero in Bludgy, like it's down, it's in there somewhere. Like, he has it in him because he stood up for his mom.
Right.
So I think when the Red Knight told him like, no, you're worthless, get out of here, you're a coward. Like it like that's kind of like why it affected, like maybe it kind of like gave him the ability to look at himself and say like, oh my God, like what am I doing here, and retreat into himself. And now hopefully he's kind of seeing that he's kind of seeing that he can be a hero. So that's why he's like kind of agreeing to go through with us now.
And he feels inside, like, as he talks to himself, as probably many people do, like in your head, he feels like he's not a coward at all. He feels like he's surviving. He feels like every day the world is against him. Everything is coming down on him. He's got to figure out where his next meal is going to be, try and survive until he gets up into higher ranks of being a thief. And all he's been doing is trying to be brave, like every day, like that's what he feels. And then when the Red Knight calls him a coward, it throws him for a loop. And that's why he kind of reacts very strongly to that, which we talked about many episodes ago. David, any different change on him?
Well,
no,
I've been through such a sort of up and down with how I feel about him, that I think, after this moment, Botorius is, I feel like, completely now accepted him, just kind of accepted him.
Right.
I'm not gonna say like, he like trusts him 100% necessarily or whatever, but like he like accepts him, like he's like, okay, you're really with us now. Like, that's it. Abyssia gave you the power, that's it. Like you gotta, this is your last chance to like do the right thing again. You know? So like, I hope he does the right thing. I want to stay positive. I hope it works out. I hope he has that realization and feels that, inclusion, that he belongs where he is at this point and he deserves what he got. Whether that's true or not, I don't even want to get into it, but on a personal level. But for him on that, from that point of view, I hope that he has that positive experience.
Yeah, and I think he does feel like he belongs because, like, to me, that's where it ended right there. Like it felt like, okay, I'm a member of this group. I think that's a great way to put it because once you said that, I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly what's happening. It's like for the first time in the quest, he's like, okay, and exactly like you said it. It's not like you're your best friend. It's not like you trust him with your life, everything else, but you've accepted him, and like he's going to fight alongside you. And who cares who's a jerk and who's not? He's going to fight alongside you.
Yeah, I mean, this is the critical hour. We have to look past such mortal ideas, such tiny thoughts at this point. It's such hindsight, all of that.
Consequential things. Yeah.
So
let's talk about Wexel. Who wants to talk about Wexel? Yeah, Richard Wild called it. We put it in the chat too. Richard, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
I called that a while ago.
I saw it coming a while ago where it was the fact that he knew that he was going to die. I was just like you said a few weeks ago. I went, oh no, Wexel's going to be the one who has to use his final power and sacrifice himself to open a portal to let you guys through. I'm going, it's sad because he's always ever wanted to do was the right thing. So it's throughout the whole thing, no matter what you look at, he's always tried to do what he thought was the right thing. And then for him to have to sacrifice himself, man, what a burden.
Yeah, it's like he didn't know what he was causing when he first worked on it. He was just, a tinkering with magic in a sense. And meanwhile, he tinkered with the Holy Grail that he should never have touched. And
he didn't know any better. He didn't know that was going to be the consequence. Then to have that for, was it 20, 30 years in the Dragana's realm, he knew, or even longer, he knew that he was going to have to sacrifice himself.
Right.
It's a long time to have that burden on you.
Right. And he agreed to the mission, obviously. And he almost happily agreed to it. He's like, there's going to come a day where you're going to die, but it's going to be through your power, that is going to be the thing that helps us. And he's just like, of course, like, because that's like, I'm responsible for this. It's not even really a thought to him. He doesn't want to die at all, but it's not even a thought to him because he feels the responsibility. If we were to give Wexel, we should do this at the very end. I think that might be fun. But if we were to give Wexel alignment, what is his alignment to anybody? Whoever wants to answer, fans or crew.
Chaotic good.
That's what I'm thinking.
Lawful something, right? Because he's got a code of like his morals that he's following, right? Isn't it like, shouldn't it be lawful?
I reckon lawful neutral.
So what do you? So I guess you would ask the question: would he break the law? Would he break the law to do what is right? Lawful neutral is he would break the law to do what neutral is personal gain or just personal code. It's you could make it you could make an argument for lawful neutral.
Because it's the whole thing of it. He may not realize what he's doing is wrong, but he's doing it because he thinks it's right.
Right. He was stealing. He was fine with stealing and doing that kind of stuff because like that's what it was. As that's like the lower level of it. Any other ideas? Yeah. So probably like the lawful, like a lawful or like a neutral or a lawful good is there, or chaotic good, maybe chaos. I'm not sure. Does anyone else see his death coming?
How about a chaotic lawful neutral?
Yes, maybe.
He's so complex.
A
He's got a
Wixel
third.
alignment.
He's got a third alignment scale for him.
Yeah, a pure Wixel alignment.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So is Wexel?
Oh, go ahead, Tony.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Josh.
I was going to say, I kind of see him as chaotic neutral because chaotic neutral is you don't know what they're going to do. They could do good or bad. They're all over the place.
I feel like there was a time that they would have said that he was chaotic neutral in the beginning because there was a time everyone looked at Wexel like this guy is psycho. you guys were frightened of him.
Oh, when we first met him, it was crazy.
When you first met him, he was eccentric. When you second time you met him, he was pulling the rose out of Tom, and Tom's like, "What are you doing, Wexel?"
Yeah, it's like put down the gun.
It rubs the lotion on the findula, Wexel.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my god.
So, and then after you get to know him, you're just like, I just don't understand this guy.
But I love him.
Right. You got probably the widest range of emotions about Wexel is just all over the place is just the journey of Wexel's to beginning. And I love that he's in the pre-story in the alleyway heist in there.
Yeah.
That's the length of that character.
And that puts him as a perfect chaotic neutral. He's all over the place.
Would you put it that pre-Chronomancer Tower, he's chaotic neutral. Post-Chronomancer Tower, he's lawful neutral.
Yeah.
So before he went to the Chronomancer's Tower and got told what was going to happen and all of that sort of stuff, he was chaotic neutral because he had no idea what he was going to do. But once he had purpose, he became lawful neutral.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. You definitely probably got it or close enough. And I don't know, but like his shift happened when he realized of what he did, when he realized what he was the cause of. And then like him trying to make his way through life and just figure it out and whatever. And he was like, everything changed when he started working for Raven because then he met the Chronomancer and that was it. Like he changed when he went to Raven and he changed into Chronomancer. And then from there on, absolutely, you could say he made an alignment switch. So it's different. Who is more complex character? Is it Wexel or is it Bludgy?
Bludgy, hands down.
I agree. I think Bludgy.
I don't know. I think Wexel.
Yeah, I feel like Bludgy is a more dramatic character, right?
Yeah,
because it's like trauma and like overcoming that and like moving from an antagonist to a protagonist in a more concrete way. But Wexel, like, I feel like Wexel's complex. I feel like Wexel, like the internal, I don't know, workings of Wexel and how he looks at the world and like how he, like, what he thinks of things and like and the weight of like the decisions that he's had to make, like Richard said, like he's known for 20 plus years that like he's gonna die and when it's gonna happen and how it's gonna happen and like when that opportunity, like when that started to happen, like he was enthusiastic about it, you know, like it was like there's no reluctance, there was no like
because he's
the
nuts
weight of the world. Yeah, but it's not like it, but I don't think that he's crazy. I think that well maybe, but like, I think that he's like I understand what, like, in some level, what Bludgy, like how Bludgy looks at the world and why he is how he is. I don't know if I'll ever understand exactly how Wexel looks at the world.
I feel like Wexel's like an amoeba. Like he forms, like, you know how they have to form around their food and that's how they ingest it. I feel like Wexel like would form himself around whatever situation, however he had to mold himself or whatever he had to learn or do. He did it to conquer the situation or for him to understand something. Not necessarily to have people understand him and how he was, but I feel like he did whatever he had to do in order to understand and make things work for him to understand it.
Yeah, that's interesting. And I feel like on the inside, Wexel is or looks at himself as very ordinary, and has like his like a simple way of being. I think he's a very I don't mean simple-minded. I mean just simple, not complicated inside.
Yeah.
But he has the most complicated story. And then you have Bludgy, who is so complicated inside, who has the simplest story. He had a messed up childhood. It affected him for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're great. They're such great characters to have in the end because they play such different roles. You have Wetzel that is totally there for like, I'm responsible. I'm carrying the weight of the world, but this is it. It's fine. It's my life. But verse what? Okay, no problem. I'll do that. And then you have Bludgy in a better place now, but going through the whole thing of his personal problems, completely about him, his own life and his own woes and everything else. And meanwhile, he's on this quest, but like he's not in the right set. He's not in the right mindset until this very last minute of the episode.
Tony, would you have it that Bludgy is incredibly damaged, and then what's happened is Abyssia has basically helped focus that and healed some of that damage by giving him acceptance, where Wetzel was more complex because he had to deal with that guilt for over 45 years.
Right. Yeah. And very different journeys. And that's what someone, and I think, Brooke, you said it. You said the way to fix Wetzel was to make him a leader. And maybe someone else said that, but I thought you said that. I'm not sure who said it. But that's correct. And now it wasn't correct because it was the exact right answer. It was correct because it was acceptance. Because it's clear.
Yeah.
You know, and here was kind of the same thing. Like you gave him something, you gave him a gift, you're trusting in him. And that alone might not have been enough, but the fact that you did it after you agreed to make a sacrifice, after Wetzel made a sacrifice, and he's like, I get a gift. And he's like, that all that together was enough to change him. So, let's go around the crew really quick. We have a little bit more time. Which NPC character does everyone feel they relate to the closest out of in the entire campaign?
Jacques.
You got to give me a minute to think about this.
That's a big question.
Which one do we relate
We'll start with Damien. Why Jacques?
I don't know. I just like him. He seems like he'd be fun to hang out with, and like we would get along. I feel like somehow, and I don't know.
You like Jacques because Jacques is the closest, probably like you, because Jacques is more just like he freaks out when shit comes, and he's like, "Well, we got to do this." So okay,
yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's kind of like, well, Vittorius is kind of just like go with the flow. You know, like you're not making waves, but you'll do what you can, and you're trying to like be logical about things. You're trying to like be smart when you can, and make sure you're prepared. You know, and just make your way through. But ultimately, like you're just like going through, and you're just gonna do it. And Jacques has that element to him.
Yep.
Just with a lot of cursing.
Yeah, you know, he's just cool. I think we get along.
Who else? Feel free for fans as well. Who do you feel like you relate to the most? And then I guess we'll end it on that.
I'll go Alabaster, Mr. The weight of responsibility.
The weight of responsibility. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, Alabaster had to like keep a secret for a very long time from his birth. He had to keep another secret when he met the entire group. And yeah. Who else?
When I am DMing for my friends, I feel like I can relate a lot to Bellamon.
Oh, is that because you're just yelling at them?
Maybe not that angry, but more like disappointed.
Listen to me!
No, you can't do that. Oh, I love him too.
Oh man. Yeah, he has a place in my heart, Bellaman.
I love Bellamont, and I'm so surprised he's still alive, or was. I'm surprised you guys didn't kill him.
Yeah,
because like he's so like confrontational that like I'm surprised nothing happened. Well, I guess not. Things did happen, but like, he didn't like escalate to that level.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll see something about that soon.
I was gonna say we'll see what happens.
Next quest, next season.
Oh man.
Who else?
Before we do end, can we know what the impact of what the fan player session had on the quest, or are you going to save that for something special?
Did you say the vampires?
The fan player session we had on Monday. What impact
Oh, the fan
that
plan.
had?
I just heard
Yeah,
you.
are we going to find that out, or is that going to be a special for next week or something?
You're not going to find out about it now. It was possible you could find out about it today, but it that part didn't happen. But you will probably find out very soon. I would say you should find out next week. So, yeah, for the crew that doesn't know, that the FPCs they killed the other Necro Lord. Remember the two brothers that were working together? One brother was inside. One brother stayed outside.
Damn.
Oh man,
What?
amazing.
Yeah, so they killed the other Necro Lord, and the other Necro Lord trapped all the heroes and the three ancients inside the crystal using necromancy.
God.
So they fought him from their side. They killed him in a very brutal battle. Every round was a death save.
Oh shit.
It was
Wow.
it was brutal. Doug, you here? That Doug lost his character,
Oh shit.
and Charles almost lost his dragon and himself.
Mister actually died, but because we got 30 likes, it gave me enough to survive.
Yeah.
Oh my
Thank
god.
God. That would have been crazy. Oh shit.
Yeah, there was 4 of us that dropped, and then Alabaster came and brought back 3 of us.
Alabaster came and gave everybody a reroll. That's what it was. Like he tried to raise them up on like cursed ground. So it rewarded them a reroll to try again, and 3 made it, 1 didn't. Yeah. So it was good. It was a great battle. We retaped it and everything, so it's fun for people to watch in the future.
Oh yeah.
Vinny, I'm dying to know this answer. What is the NPC that you relate to the most?
Oh, I'm actually a big fan of Jacques.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I like Jacques. I always have.
Well, it's never like that. It was just who you relate to. I guess is that the same answer? I guess same question. Maybe.
Yeah, it's relate to. I guess. Yeah, I guess it would be the same answer. I mean,
and why do you like Jacques?
Because he's just like get the shit done. Let's get going. Like what are we doing here?
I would have sworn he would have picked Cowlinger.
Say it again.
I would have sworn he would have picked Cowlinger.
Oh yeah, right.
To relate to, yeah.
No one picked Carlinger. Who? Anyone relate to Carlinger?
No.
I think I relate to Lump more than Carlinger.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, Lump.
My husband might say I relate to Carlinger.
Don't you miss all the time you get to spend with some of these characters, like spending time with Lump?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
Where's Nash been?
Wow.
How's he doing?
Lump?
Yeah,
Nash.
Nash.
Oh, it's Nash. He has Dungeon Master Quandary, his page. I see him posting on a lot, and I think he's running his own quest a lot. So I see him talking about that.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah.
I tried to get him on board for the FPCs, but he said that at the same time it ties in with his world that he's doing, so he's just unable to join in.
yeah, I think him watching the quest, it chimed up well with him at that time, and then it kind of maybe inspired him to do other things, or he moved on to doing more dungeon mastering and stuff. But yeah, he did a great job. Think about what he did. He did for Lump. He gave Lump like that arc, and when Lump should have ran. I was like, oh my god, man! I was so proud of what he was doing, and I was so worried that he was gonna blame himself for Lump dying, and he mentioned it after, so that was a real worry of his. But he obviously didn't do that, and it was like the biggest moment for Lump ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like what can Lump do? Lump can use his strength to help the people he loves. What did he do? He held down Super Farmer so he doesn't kill his friends. Like, and it's it was just a perfect Lump moment. Like that. How can Lump contribute? That was just amazing. That whole episode, everybody was flying over Super Farmer. Thistle was pulling the helmet off. Remember?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was wild.
It was a crazy episode.
Who's left? So Tom, I don't know. Did you say yours, Tom?
No, I've been thinking about it. and I think maybe, I hope I'm not saying his name wrong, but it might be the king of the Red City, King Argon. Is that his name? Right? Am I getting his name right?
Yeah, Argon. Why Argon?
Yeah. I think you know there's a not King Argon when we first met him, but King Argon towards the end, uh, where it's just like all I'm trying to do is just do the right thing. I'm just trying to there's a way to go about how you live your life, and I don't understand why other people don't understand that. And that speaks to me every time I go into the office. uh, but I think that there's a certain like I whatever. Not that I don't I have no paladin by any stretch of the imagination or anything close to it, but like I think that there's a certain like that kind of like frustrated like you always think like okay I'm gonna think the best and I'm gonna think like this is what's gonna like do people are gonna do the right thing. I'm gonna lead by like example or whatever, and then like they don't, and you're like well okay like just have to kind of move on with that stuff. And I don't know. I that kind of like that appeals to me. That speaks to me.
It's almost like he's being very wise and very naive at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. Like he's just like he's built for a different time almost. You know.
He believes in people, and he can't understand why they just don't do the thing that he knows they can do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I
Hogar.
don't think that I'm. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm not gonna open all wounds, but right. And like so, I would say, and again, without any of the kind of I don't know moral background that he has, I don't think I wouldn't equate myself to that part at all. But just that kind of the resignation that he had towards the end, like about like, look, we just have to do this because like even if it doesn't work, this is what you do. Like that part kind of speaks to me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Dan, what about you?
I think I would say Jinty.
Jinty.
I love Jinty.
Wow, what a pull. Okay, let's hear it.
I think it's just because like he's always the guy who's like like whenever a hero comes in and takes care of the sunken city, like they always leave at some point. Like it's always the joke is always like, oh, Arky's in charge of the sunken city and he's got to go off on an adventure, and now who's left in charge? Jinty.
Right.
So like I feel like we're like everybody, like you know the ancients, like all you know King Argon, King Thawen, you know the heroes of Andar, like we're all obviously doing things to help people and to help Andaria, to help the people of Andaria, but it's very like you know these huge you know superhuman missions that we're going on in order to help people. But I feel like Jinty is the guy who's like, okay, like I can't do that stuff, but like I'll do what I can and I'll help people in a very like, you know, in the most direct way that I can. I'm gonna keep an eye on things day to day in the sunken city and make sure like he's in the streets with the people. Like he's knocking on doors and saying, hey, you okay? How's everything going? Like he's keeping an eye on things at street level. Like he's the boots on the ground. I like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's probably he's definitely and so in the time forward, you know, between quests, he shared, he became mayor for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably the best mayor they had. It can't be Arky. Because
It just can't possibly be.
And not that Arky didn't do great things for the city, and not that Arky didn't do great things as mayor, but you're right, because Jinty is always behind the scenes holding it down all the time, like the true secret mayor when other people are doing other things, like Jinty.
He's putting all the bubble gum in the holes in the dam.
Yeah, like in the grand scheme of things, like he's not the CEO, he's not the COO, he's like the team manager who's like knocking on everybody's door and saying like, how you doing? You're okay? You need any help? All right. He's one who's always checking in on his guys to make sure they're okay, while everyone else is off, like trying to save the whole world in one shot.
Right.
Cool.
I like that he got a little time near the end to complain to Arky about how he's always like have to pick up the pieces. It's fun, isn't it funny how like everyone can pick such different characters? It's funny that things happen, I guess, in life also, but obviously in the story, where a character just does something, and you're like, "That's so right."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, everyone, because everyone goes through their own hardships, and then you just, you whether somebody's dealing with too much weight or responsibility, and they're not getting enough credit, or someone's struggling with something, but it's not out in the open. You find the things and you gravitate towards it, and you remember it.
I feel like I would be Smithy. I
Also,
like
I thought you said yours.
No. Smithy, yeah.
Bartender.
I just want everyone to have a good time and be able to relax and not worry about the world and just enjoy each other. Yeah.
Yes, Smithy is like that, the class A bartender you always would hope you would get in the place.
Yeah.
So
That's a good pick. Botorius wants to be Smithy too.
I just always want to see everyone enjoying. Yeah, exactly. It's a good place to be.
Right. And the few times, every once in a while, when you see Smithy managing the bar, he's always been like helpful, give you something. He's not greedy. He just running the bar, trying to be a good guy, trying to do right by
Yeah.
everybody.
He just wants people to have a good time. He wants them to forget about all their troubles. Just enjoy, no fighting, come and celebrate. That's it. Exactly.
Making your way in the dark.
I am Sam.
Sure would
Sam I am.
help a lot. Okay,
Is that going
guys.
to be our first sitcom D&D?
Let's tell them about that. So, guys, we're thinking
Norm.
We're gonna do.
Oh my god.
We're gonna do sitcom D&D and see if this is fun to play and fun to watch. We're gonna see how we enjoy it. We're thinking about what should our first one be. I'm thinking we should do Who's the Boss.
Also great.
But what do you guys think, fans? What are your thoughts? Don't just name the stuff just to be funny, because that's what I would do. So hold up on that. What do you think would be a good episode to do for the first sitcom D&D if we do that?
I think Cheers would be great.
Cheers actually might be perfect. That might be the way to go.
I've actually seen memes with the characters in Cheers associated to classes in D&D.
That's perfect.
Do it.
So Sam is the bard. Norm is a fighter or a barbarian. I don't know. Fraser has to be a wizard, I guess.
Yeah.
Cliff almost seems like a bard, because he's always got like useless information in a way. Like he's kind of like he's always trying to tell people things, like, but they don't.
Maybe he's the wise one. Maybe he's like a sorcerer.
He's like a sage. Yeah,
but he's not really smart. He's like it's all like BS kind of.
So
useless knowledge.
Call your characters. If we do Cheers right now, call your characters.
I want Cliff or Norm for sure.
I feel like Norm is like the right way for you to go. I want to be Woody. I never get to do that.
Yeah, I guess Carla.
Okay. Vin?
Oh God, I don't remember who's who in that show. I haven't watched Cheers in 20 years.
Dan, I think you should be Cliff. Dan.
Yeah, I
think I should be Cliff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you'll do it. Hey there, Normie. Yeah, just
you basically have to have your own spin on like everything people say. Like whatever they say, you're like the kind of like the expert who doesn't actually know things.
That's a lot of pressure playing Cliff.
You could do it.
Yeah, but I think Vinny would be good at that too.
I think Vinny would also be good at Cliff Clavin.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think Vinny has a good personality for Cliff. I think he'd
I
play
think
him very
Dan would
well.
be good Frasier.
I agree. Dan is Frasier.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it too.
What about
Vinny-
Sam? Who's going to be Sam? Would
He's
you have to, Tony? Would you have to be the DM as Sam, and like since you're the guy who's putting everything together, bringing everyone together?
That actually probably would work well because he's usually starting off a plot line, right? So I could NPC Sam.
Okay.
Vin, what do you want to do? You want to do Cliff? You want to do someone else?
You're just gonna have to assign somebody to me because I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember who's what.
Yeah, you just look at what you call it. The pig from all the Toy Story movies. It's the same character.
No, I know who he is, but I don't remember like the character. Is my point. Like I don't remember.
If you watch,
No, I'm saying
5
it's the
minutes.
same character. It's the
Yeah,
same. Like
it's the
that's
same.
who he
It's the
is.
same kind of guy.
If you know the Toy Story
Oh, I
movies,
gotcha.
he plays that. It's the same actor, but he's playing the same exact thing.
Yeah, it's just Cliff as a pig.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we'll do Cheers. We're gonna sing the theme song and play through. Fans, what do you think? Fans, do you love this idea or do you think this is a strange idea?
It sounds like it would work perfectly for like all the wrong reasons.
That's what we're thinking. That's where
Agreed.
we're at.
We would have like a task that we have to complete, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually like you drink. Okay, roll the 20. You're getting drunk.
Are you going? Is it going to be early cheers or later cheers?
I'm not sure. But
Well, if Tom's going to be Woody, then it would have to be later cheers.
Yeah,
that's true.
What is
Coach isn't there?
What is it?
I'll be coach instead.
it also depends a little bit on who
Yeah.
Brooke is, too.
True.
Me, I thought I'd be Carla.
Yeah, which is great. That's cool. That I'm just saying you have like a lot of good roles to pick from that you could.
Oh yeah, yeah. Seeing which one it's gonna be. If it's gonna be Diane or
Right, and that would change
Rebecca.
the era a little bit
Rebecca.
too, technically.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Ooh, that would be fun.
I'm going to end the episode on this, which I think is really appropriate. Anybody ever see Tailspin?
Oh yeah.
Oh
No.
yeah.
I feel like there are many parallels in Tailspin to Cheers, with the bar, Sam's bar, playing the role of the pelican, the thing, because I think the girl's her name might be Rebecca. I can't remember the girl.
Yeah, it's Becky.
Becky, yeah.
And Becky
Yeah.
takes the business and she owns it for a while, and he used to own it. And they have the same kind of like, tension, flirty tension stuff. It basically Cheers with airplanes.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
That's true.
That's amazing because I felt that the cast of Wings could just easily be cast in Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. Without any-
Wow.
Look, we just exposed
Oh,
something.
yes.
It's
Oh yes,
stealing all
those
the
are,
ideas.
those are the same.
All
Yeah,
the formulas.
about it, man.
Wow.
So
And what about Chip and Dale is Indiana Jones and Magnum PI?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
know,
Oh yes.
right?
Oh yes.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
amazing.
They're just stealing stuff. Caught yesterday.
They're big fans.
Yesterday on an after show and on a stream, it come out exposed. Okay, guys. Brooke, congratulations for an amazing run with Abyssia. Obviously, does not mean that Abyssia is not going to have other things to do, but like
Right.
for her questing, main storyline, everything else, Abyssia has gone from the frightened performer to the world. And it was a fantastic journey. It was fun to watch. I think I would speak for everybody when I say it's always fantastic to watch you play that character. And it's great to watch you play all your characters, playing Maya and such, and to see how they always have their own flair. And yeah, I think you did a fantastic job with her. I think she has a lot of you in her, and she has, what you gave her in her own personality. And it was great to see her make that story, and I think you did a phenomenal job with her. So First Quest, I know you were very worried to start, but I think that you did a great job with her, and you should be proud of what you did with her.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem. Guys, so that was Earthsong. That was episode 9, 10, 11, 12. And then that is it. There are 3 episodes left in this season, and Dragano is coming up soon. So what is going to happen next? We're going to find out next time on Audio Dungeon. Guys, thank you for joining us today. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew and our Patreon members. patreon.com/audio dungeon if you want to become one yourself. A lot of ways you can play in our post and play. You can go on great adventures and almost lose your life, every time you play. It's a lot of fun. So, as Brooke will tell you, it's okay to lose your life. Just get an envelope and mail your character sheet to 4442 Arctic Road at Fame Studios.
If you're the crew, you'll have your own envelope with a stamp. They sent it to you already.
Right. Every Patreon member, if you didn't get your envelope yet, we send our envelopes out. Free stamped, so you can just send it right back in.
Oh man, we should totally do that.
That would be a funny
You
thing
have
to
the
do, right?
envelopes, don't you?
Yep.
Oh,
That would
man.
be so messed up.
Maybe. Okay, guys, thank you so much. We appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week at Audio Dungeon. Thanks a lot for hanging out with us today. Goodbye for now.
Good night, guys. Thanks.
Good
Love
night.
you guys. Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Abyssia out.